could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the boulder smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for a Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the Rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto two. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. Down enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid one. They get up the Roar. They'll lose two. They'll lose three. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. And
there it is.
Oh, there it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. He just goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he gets, no, he doomed to Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it. Going to be telekinesis back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook. Got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Na'Vi down. Can you say mega creeps? Na'Vi, he got him. One more. This is what you call one for the road.
Man, I can't.
The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're gonna cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Na'Vi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Dendy. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead for
5
IG.
heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's Light of Heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice, he's in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead once, but on the side, they find Arme. Arme's dead for 60, still alive at the moment. And all the use, the dodge, Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slam. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kunkka. The Stolen Fish and Jerax sets up onto FY. OG.
But this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. Laguna bites Samel. The Colts burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see that CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they could delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dog! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're gonna get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the Lobo combo! Sumail is back. They'll get the egg into the Immortal.
OG right behind Arme. Gets the jump, finds the Pugner. Vision will not find a stun. Pugner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the frontline attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the back line.
Shaker.
The BKB, they're into the back line. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. ES is gone. No buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna. Hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage. F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Arme from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification. It's delayed as much as they possibly can. And now the jump out. Hex, the boy in the bubble. Thompson able to be protected once again. Chalice very, very low on mana. They have a lot, but Arme, he'll change the life with Anna. Thompson needs to be pushed away. Able to do so. FY jumps onto the illusion only, so the hookshot won't be able to connect. But Anna, he needs to retreat. There's so much damage. Anna down. Buyback is available. They still have not taken the mid racks. OG are just trying to delay LGD for the moment. 5 heroes around. The bubble is there protecting the melee racks. Anna, Sunder by once again. The Sunder switches to life. Arme's back up to full health, but the damage from Thompson, it's good enough to kill off the bait. Buyback is there. Somnus leads forward. They just keep bunching them around, but they're still battling from inside the bubble. Pugner will come to the world living LGD. They're going for the GG push. They're going up the tier 4 towers. OG, they have to hold the line. They have the numbers. Seven from the side with a Dagon Arme, but no! Sunder is back up. It is there. Chalice will fall. They lose the Enchantress. FY pushing around Anna. He's so low. Can they get the die back on him? You bet your Nelly they can. Arme still very, very low. The blast will kill him off. But buyback. LGD want this now. LGD, or can they? Backing up? No, they're not. Terrorblade. BT's forward. The ball is up. Thompson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Mirana. But OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip. He's got the control. He's got the kill. Thompson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo slam. Oh, there it is. Forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG.
1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling Boulder from Seth misses again, but there's the best bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right-click down. The exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no infest, he has the armlet toggle, needs to be careful, the Spirit Siphon coming out, the glimpse back onto aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time though, the open wounds will come through, they have the kinetic shield. There's the black hole, from the long ground, on to 3! Step as well as them one are gonna get chewed down. 3 dead. Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me? From the low ground.
DJ, God, the crowd, he just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
Likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the boulder smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for a Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the Rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. And there it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. Aegis goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he doomed the Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it. Going to be telekinesed back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook. Got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Na'Vi is down. Can you say Mega Creeps? Na'Vi, he got him! One more! This is what you call one for the road!
Man, I can't. The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're gonna cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Dendy. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Amber Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side, they find Ame. Ame's dead for 60, still alive at the moment. And all the use, the dodge, Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slap. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The Stolen Vision Jerax sets up onto FY. OG.
But this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Sumail, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. Laguna fights Sumail. The Cogs Burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Sumail down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see that CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dodge! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're going to get one for the face of the earth, apart from aggressive.
But they did win one. And the final match of the last series was very tight, for sure. Con, as well, I think this is a team that is constantly proving themselves to be able to kind of fit into any meta. 10 seconds. They have been picking a lot of different things that these other teams have been picking and doing exceptionally well with it while exploring their own kind of style as well.
Fun fact about fitting. This is an animal fact. I know that we were having dolphin facts throughout the entirety of the tournament. Raccoons can actually shrink their body down and fit into a hole as small as 4 inches. It's a fantastic fact. They're actually a truly fascinating animal. They're also evidently decent pets. I don't think that you should necessarily have one, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about them being great pets. They live quite well side by side with humans. Cap, I found that to be very interesting.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of videos with them interacting with humans and such, so they do look very, very cute.
4 inches.
4 inches, that's, I mean, that can be very big or very small depending on what you're talking about. But
cockroaches also have the same sort of properties.
Different mechanism though, because they have an exoskeleton. Raccoons have bones because they're a mammal.
It's a very soft exoskeleton that cockroaches have. When you eat them, there is a crunch, but it's more of the...
That's only after...
Everything makes me think of you. No, I'm just...
Okay, there's something I want to disagree with Jacobs, though. That you said that Khan, like, you feel like they can fit into various different metas and such, but I think the one thing about Khan is that I actually think it's not quite true. I think that they have certain things that they look really, really good on, and that's what they've been able to progress through this tournament. Most specifically, Terrorblade and Void.
Very important to think about, but sometimes we can't just fit it all on one panel, and that's when we get stuck with this draft panel.
5 seconds. Radiant must choose.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves stuck into Game 1's draft of the good old Khan versus the good old NiP. I'm only Pixel, and I'll be joined by the great minds of Lizard and T-Gov for this one. Lads, looking forward to this series, right?
Thank you very much. You're such a fine gent yourself, you are, Owen. I'm so happy to be a part of this very British lineup in the drafting panel.
The double Brit and we're teaming up here.
Double
Brit.
Brit. You're sucking my life out just by sitting next to me somehow. Beautiful. I don't know, but beautiful. I'm loving it here. Phoenix and Doom on one side, the Grimstroke, the Snapfire on the other.
Oh yeah, the good old Phoenix counter, right? That's always going to be feeling good. Void as well. This is nice. You got that Snapfire combo, and you're taking away that Phoenix Void from the side of NiP that we do know that they do like to run. We saw some Charlie Void yesterday.
Tell me.
It weren't great though, so it's probably for the best that they didn't get their hands on it.
Yeah, Charlie, to be honest, hasn't been looking great that much throughout this tournament. I think when he picked up a Sven, maybe he looked pretty good, but then he also got knocked down a bit with that hero as well. But mainly, I think this series is all about Khan. They're the ones that have been making this run through the lower bracket of Divine, making the little upsets now and again.
What do you mean it's all about Khan? NiP aren't important in your eyes?
I mean that let's give more light towards these teams that don't often get the light. You know, there's this Divine League, it's about showing the tier 2 and tier 3 teams that don't really get, you know, this exposure. So for Khan, them even getting to this stage is actually way more commendable than NiP just losing and coming down to Divine.
And Khan's given us some just great performances here in Divine. I believe it was them themselves, right, the other day that did do this Void Snapfire, like a naive, the naive faces Void. Like this guy, he had some incredible carry game.
They won yesterday the series, and they look very strong, and Guild Gear looks better as a part of our panel because
he's on every interview, isn't he?
He's on every single interview.
He's trying to win these series just so he gets on the panel.
Yeah, exactly, and he bashes Bulldog a lot. But enough with the fluff. This is the draft panel. We have the Phoenix and the Doom, and Snapfire can be considered a little bit of a counter to Phoenix, but not really. Like that never.
Why is it not that good? It's not really busted. You just take the egg out.
Early on.
Okay.
Not even early on. It's like you take the egg out if the Phoenix is bad. If the Phoenix positions his egg remotely well, you don't take it. You don't kill it because the Snapfire is never going to be close enough to that egg to take it. So as a Phoenix...
Like a good Phoenix player is just constantly going to be having the Snapfire. You're never going to be in an egg in a position.
You'll never be.
You're just not pressing egg if you know Snapfire's going to hit. Yeah.
There is a... So there is the situation or two in which if your dive gets cancelled or something like that, and you find yourself in a bad spot in which you have to decide, okay, do I just die or do I use my egg and risk Snapfire running up to me and killing it? In those kind of situations, it can happen, but most of the time it won't, especially when you're playing versus Void and Snapfire. A combo in which Snapfire is usually behind the Chronosphere, trying to use her ulti to take down as much targets and dish out as much damage as possible in that sphere.
I think a nice way of wording it is skirmishes, maybe. Big team fights, probably not. But for NiP, banning out the Clockwork, and I think they might want to look towards more of these Gilga heroes. He's played Grimstroke, Tiny, Rubik, Clockwork.
I think the Earth Spirit.
Earth Spirit as well, yeah.
You want to watch out for the Gilga Earth Spirit. That's been the one that I've seen just rolling away with games.
Just making a lot of space, and it's because the way that Khan drafts, they really like second pick. They like locking in this naive hero early, and a big big space creator, and it is this position 4 for Con that is able to, you know, open up the map a lot more than other teams.
And I feel like this is something as well we do see the like sort of the top tier 1 teams do as well, where they just throw the carry out as the second pick. Like what is sort of the strength of that? Do you think that teams are sort of going for in these drafts where they do just throw out like an anti-major, avoid just bam straight up? Is it because you're worried about not getting it later, or is there something more to it?
There's a bunch of things. First and foremost, it depends on the strength of the hero. Then it depends on how many bans you can afford yourself to ban out the carry-on-carry matchups. Also, did you see the offlaner picked up already? And in this kind of a situation in which you're picking Void, you're already comboing it with the Snapfire. You have a solid basis of your draft, after which you can go in many different directions to come more with something like an Invoker that NiP have banned out, or to go with something like this, a Magnus that's going to give you Empower that will make a Void that extra threat later on in the game.
That's pretty nice though, right?
Yep.
You're getting the Magnus melee matchup and one of the top ones. Void, pretty hot carry right now.
It's pretty sick, but as I'm sure T Governor is going to tell us, cooldowns.
Yeah, a little bit. I was gonna quickly touch on the fact that the predictability of Khan's draft right now, just because you look at NiP's first bans, Ench and TB, and because Khan are second pick, they only have like 2 strategies right now that we've seen with great success, which is the Void on second pick or the TB on second pick. And this exact opening Khan's done before is Snap Void Mag. So it's not as if they're, you know, surprising NiP with anything.
Alright, so NiP, if they've done their research, they're opening the Snap Void Mag page of the research on Khan, and they've got some sort of steps to follow.
Yes, exactly that. So this is where I expect NiP not to be fooled by anything, and the saving grace, I think, is Khan rounded out their draft with a Grimstroke and an Invoker. Both of these heroes are banned, and it really enabled Khan to just take really strong fights throughout the entire game. Just finding the replacement.
We were on the panel yesterday when Khan was playing, and even as Gilgers has said, they're just a stack. They didn't expect to go so far. They just formed recently, and when you're just a stack, you don't have a lot of strategies under your belt. You haven't practiced too much, and because of that, your drafts are mostly predictable, which doesn't have to be the same for NiP, who picks up a Slardar. And if you watched yesterday's games, you could notice that this Slardar was even played as a position 4.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of flexibility, right, with NiP's heroes. Like this Doom as well. Is it going mid? Is it going offlane? As you said, the Slardar, we saw Era play it the other day. So NiP have a lot of ways they can use these heroes.
Look at this. They take something out of that last game in which 5 men have played the Medusa. They combo it with the Phoenix. Now, a Puck is also an option for them. Obviously, if Mag is mid, that can be a little bit problematic, but overall, it could work. And then suddenly you have this combo which is sick. You don't have any ways of really breaking the coil if you do go for that. So that can be problematic, but most importantly, you could just put Doom mid. It's just solid, it's just strong.
My concern for NiP right now is the way that you enable the Medusa is by being able to at least set the tempo of the game and allow Medusa to get her items. But they don't have like any tower defense. They're all about these early fights, but they don't really have early damage. So I'm seeing
NiP?
No, NiP, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, well, who's clearing waves?
No, exactly.
Is Phoenix not early damage though?
One hit, like the one hero, like I don't see NiP
you're not
taking a real fight.
Damage.
I'm not seeing like a big fight. If you slap down a Chrono at objective with Snap Ult, Rubik stealing spells, compared to NiP where all they have is like Doom, Egg, and Slardar running in, like I see a big discrepancy right now in enabling this Medusa. They're gonna need a really active mid hero potentially to then try and open up the draft for them. But again, it depends on where they put this Medusa, because I'm guessing Charlie most likely will play it because Supreme's more of a playmaker rather than the hard carry for this team.
Yeah, I mean, what did we see from Supreme the other day? We saw him come out with an SF on the mid. Could you sort of fit an SF into this lineup? That was the game as well where they did have the Slardar where he went for this like S and Y Shadow Fiend build.
You would have the minus armor strat with Slardar and SF, but I think it's a little bit too greedy.
Okay. What about the Requiem to push him away from the egg?
Yeah, maybe they could do that, but overall, I heard you guys like on the previous panels as well talk a lot about Supreme and how he is the playmaker, but this guy can carry hard. Like when NiP were still playing under Soneko, and when they're qualifying for the last league even, most of the time the real true win condition was played by Supreme, and then Charlie was playing something like a Luna with tags that just follows up and cleans up house. So we should put some respect on his name, just a little bit. The last ban coming out from Khan, do they ban out the puck? Are they worried that this Slardar is a core? Is it position 4 like yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, Charlie's also a bit of an Ember Spirit player, right? One of the spirits could be nice. I guess it was banned.
Yeah, I think I like Khan's bans right now.
That's both spirits, yeah. Any sort of ability to get to the snapfire.
Exactly. The active nature of who can at least start the fight and just be a bit obnoxious, because when you don't really have wave clear and like the innate defense mechanisms, you need a hero that can at least start the fight and play a certain area of the map, so Khan are never able to really use spells near, NiP side. That's why these spirits are being banned out. But yeah, what else is there? Corpse banned out. Storm's not really that good. What would they pick actually? Any active mid? Puck. All right.
I mean, Puck definitely would make the fit. I don't. So what are we seeing here? What does this mean? Is this the all exciting core ET, or is this just like a mid Doom offlane Slardar or something like that?
So we just saw an ET played on position 4 in that last game. It's another way of protecting the egg. It's a really strong hero when it comes to that chrono as a counter initiation. It was always strong with the Medusa together on the same team. But I'm not sure how they will lane this. They could. What do you think? Will they put the Doom mid still?
Yeah, I expect it to be Slardar Phoenix offlane with the ET Medusa safe, and then obviously Doom mid. The ET is a natural hero that really enables Medusa, because against early aggression, ET can always defend your jungle with the sleep and the stomp. I think the main point here is they don't have a lot of like reliable lockdown, and this Storm will have a pretty free game. Of course, he gets Doom, different story. But I think I'm favouring Khan.
Okay, well, we see on the odds here as well, EGB currently favouring NiP, 1.37 for them against the 2.69 of Khan. And interestingly, you do favour Khan because, as you say, talking about the Storm still, this is still a hero that hasn't really been doing that great. A lot of teams have struggled to make it work.
Yeah, they don't have,
let's see, is Khan going to have the magic to do so?
They don't have any reliable disable when it comes to the Storm, and we have just seen the Storm.
Game 1, ladies and gentlemen, of Khan and NiP.
To the battlefield, indeed. I am Sir Action Slacks here with the one, the only, the main man himself, Lacoste, to cast this matchup of champions. You know him, you love him. It's your boy Khan coming out, still alive, up against NiP.
Yeah, I thought they might go for something different as the last pick. Instead of Storm Spirit, maybe Kunkka. No puns intended. Maybe Lycan. Depends. Now, I feel like they've ran the same draft yesterday. They were very successful in it. But Medusa right now just feels like a very, very strong hero. I sent a couple of messages to my boy Fog, like, what's happening? He's been testing stuff. He's also doing work from home at the moment when he's not working. So we should definitely give him a raise because, he's just testing out the mechanics. He says this hero is extremely strong. The intelligence gain, the agi gains once again high. Yeah. So, pretty cool. If he said so, he's a TI caster, a Grand Finals caster. I don't disagree with that one. Well, here we go. The game is paused.
Fantastic.
Dolphin noises. Just kidding.
Random noises. Wait for our teams to get into the lobby. Got a little issue there as we take another beautiful flight throughout the map. Did you know that those mountains were so big back there? That looks like Mount Everest back there, buddy.
It really does.
That's huge.
But there's no snow. Yeah. It's just rocks.
It's a craggy rock. Oh my god. LD, please relax. Imagine if you just heard that in your real life. LD screaming. Anyway, welcome to the game. We have got Con versus NiP Supreme. Yeah, boy, on that Doom. Gonna be heading mid. So strong, so brave. Now, one thing I do want to talk to you about is that Storm Spirit pick and the fact that they really don't, as the analyst said, have any lockdown. T Governor, soon to be TI Analyst of the Year. He is actually fantastic. Calls this game, even though Con is, in his opinion, less of a a strong team from performances that we've seen from NiP. Do you agree with that?
TI Gov was supposed to go to TI this year, and one of the reasons why it got canceled. Like, we do not want to work with him, or we better just cancel the whole thing. Just kidding. Our boys pretty good at Dota. Yeah, there's not enough lockdown for Storm Spirit unless they doom him, unless they, forward hit bash him or just stun him with the ET, which is not an easy job. And they have no real save inside of Chronosphere besides the Sunray, so that could be an issue. We saw the same lineup Cam ran yesterday where, was also no save, so Faceless Void goes in, gets on top of someone with the Chronosphere, that's -1. And if I'm decent at math, 5 is still more than 4, and then you start chasing them.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. I get you. Rune's gonna go away to Gilger, your man on the Rubik. We have seen Gilger do incredible things with this Rubik before. Last time that we saw Con 4-man stuns with Sven all day. Keep an eye out, however, on the Magnus, big part of this game as well. Look at that double ward there, Lacoste.
Look at this double circlet as well. Oh, you meant the ward, nuts.
Yes, yeah, no, I meant the 2 enemy wards right next to each other. Yeah, you can make a happy face over there. Very interesting as we enter the game.
They want to see the rotation coming out from the bottom lane and see the rune. Like, Storm's going to be relying on getting the bottle refilled. The Doom's not gonna get bottled, not the item that he wants to go, just a bracer or double bracer and then get a face boot drums. Pretty standard stuff, I would say.
Now, what Twitch chat, Reddit, and poor analysts will talk about with this interaction of Sapphire and Phoenix. All they keep saying is, the little shredder and the egg. We've actually seen Sapphire's not putting any points in the little shredder, even against Phoenix's.
And that's why it's not good.
Yeah.
You need to have 1 point. This is also a spell that now reduces armor. It's pretty insane, Going in, using it on the tower, it's the same amount on all 4 levels, so pretty big if you just want to push. A little bit of Kale.
My goodness gracious. Some lag heading out here. Crit in, Kilgore learning from Crit.
Should we call this Conle?
Conle?
Yeah.
Don't understand the reference. I'm sorry. What?
Kale, lag.
Oh, God, you're too advanced for me. You're too smart in both memes and real life. Let's take a look at the player cams here. That guy, what is in his...
That's what I'm looking at.
I don't care about the player. What is going on back there?
I want to see if there's a, gigantic lightsaber.
Oh, there we go.
In there. I mean, was that saber light?
I don't know. Back here, this is a true pro player's room right here. You have a bed. You literally roll half a foot out into the chair. You play, then you roll back into the bed. So utmost dedication here as we re-enter the game. Gotta respect it. Meanwhile, pause might have come out a little too quick there. Almost dying there on your Magnus. And looking pretty solid so far from everybody. Most last hits, of course, going to be those 2 mid laners. Storm Spirit doing pretty good though. 3 denies.
Now he's playing against a melee hero, and Storm Spirit doing a very good job. I think this board actually blocks the camp, so Doom needs to find another one. This is a good creep for him, especially early on for some extra damage.
Bottom lane Slardar, massive damage on top of that poor little lizard. Mortimer having the time of not his life. Snapfire, the old grandma, enslaving that poor dragon to do her bidding. Meanwhile, pull on the camp, nice stack there, and both will be able to see that stack now. It will become a mission of who can steal it. Or who will pull. I don't understand how pull mechanics work, so we won't be talking about that for too long. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Supreme in some trouble with Mr. Storm. Nobody's level 6 yet, so of course he's not going to die, but he's slowly losing this lane. He does.
Oh man, Storm is dumpstering this lane. 17-7 against 8-1. That's quite a big difference. Yep. Doom needs to bring some extra regen. He might get a kill here. One more bottle will do it.
It's okay, he's got a lot of innate regen. He could. Oh! Not enough innate regen, my friend, as he is taken out for first blood. This is not good for NiP. Storm Spirit is the guy to watch for Team Con. If he can make space in this early game, it's looking pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean, if Storm is off to a good start when there's not enough lockdown for him, there's not a single silence. I mean, he needs to be careful about getting Doom, but the cast animation on Doom is pretty high. He can dodge that easily if he has enough mana, of course.
Support fight up here. Support players in the chat raise those goblets as we see. Oh, that disgusting monkey courier yet again in every single game that I cast. And yeah, just trading some hits.
I'm getting flashbacks from Baboon Courier. That's going to connect, but they're not going to face.
Yeah, doing a great job, though, with these both supports having this like a little battle in the jungle as they let both their carries get some farm. However, Dosa farm, to me, a lot more important than Magnus farm.
25 to 10. Jesus.
This is not good. But Doom can come back, right? Devour.
Yeah, I mean, if someone can make a comeback in this game, that's Doom for sure. You know, has extra gold. That mechanic, I think that and Ginata from Bounty Hunter are the most broken ones in terms of just gold, you know.
Well,
yeah, let's steal your gold.
Sure. Why don't we see Ginata or Bounty Hunter in more games then, if it's so broken?
I mean, he's not that broken as a hero.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about, you know, the most annoying ones to play against.
It is truly annoying.
What if you could, let's say, steal their ping?
Steal their ping? What happens? A Monkey King ult from 2 years ago goes off on one side and they just get completely drained? Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
So
good balance.
So we played against the EG Fly yesterday, one pub, and he was playing offlane CK, where he decided to get Aghanim Scepter and just cast the illusions on his whole team. That actually makes the game lag pretty hard.
Well, you know, it is a game in beta, so hopefully that will get fixed one day. I believe if you add up all of the money that the Dota 2 community has given Valve, watch out in the mid lane though. Before we do anything to get us both fired, we are going to see a kill. Shout out to Storm Spirit and Boy Cons saving our careers. Meanwhile, on the other side, we're going to see Sapphire go down as well. A little bit of pressure onto that Void. It's a kind of a tough Void lane against a Phoenix, you know? The burn constantly bringing you down so you can't backtrack it.
It's not just the Phoenix, it's also melee matchup for Slaughter. He just wins those matchups. Like, you can't man up and straight up fight him.
Absolutely. Top lane, Mr. Briefcase over here, Elder Titan. Not really getting too much. He's got a cosmetic though. I don't like that.
I was so disappointed when ET was added in Dota 2 with this model. I just don't get it. Where's that from? This is the worst looking model. I was so disappointed. In Dota 1, man, he was the most badass hero.
What does he look like?
He looked like, I think it was one of the orcs.
Oh, he was an orc?
He was an orc, yeah.
Oh my god, like everything in Warcraft lore. That guy was an orc. Oh, great, what a cool character idea. He's an orc.
Well, okay, seems like... Seems like you're an orc hater, huh?
I'm not an orc hater, I hate them all. You know?
What is this? What is that?
He's a Titan, dude.
From where?
From Dota lore. He is a Titan.
What is his planet? He's definitely not from the Dota planet.
He doesn't have a planet. He makes planets. That's the lore.
That's the lore?
Yes, he creates planets.
No, it makes complete sense why it's so shitty.
You have to be from a planet to be beautiful? Not in my opinion. Cosmic entities are beautiful as well, Lacoste. Such judgment. If I could be serenaded by any hero in this game right now and have a good old time at an amusement park, it would probably be Titan. Who would you go hang out with?
Queen of Pain?
I said in this game.
E.T. was Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain, alright, okay. So Rich came in.
He's a Tauren.
Apologist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he looks so badass. But he was one of the orc heroes in the original Warcraft 3.
I mixed it up. Do you mean
the orc race?
No, he's a Tauren, dude.
Yeah, but he was one of the orcs, dude. When you played Warcraft 3, you could make Tauren Chieftain.
God damn.
Now I remember.
Uh-huh.
So back to the game, 2-1. 8 minutes in, not too much stuff happening.
Watch
Seems
out.
like he's gonna die. Has a cookie. Well, that cookie just gets eaten.
Oh no. Stormspear though trying to make a rotation. He is going to go onto the Phoenix. Easy kill for him. Question will be, now, too dangerous. CCET coming in. Mr. Void still not level 6, so couldn't make anything happen out of there. Meanwhile, one thing I do like about Con that they seem is when people are missing, like Storm rotating, Rubik is just on that shit, right? Just getting XP. This is stuff that you see from your tier 1 teams. No creep goes unnoticed, and Con's been doing a great job in that in the last couple days. Meanwhile, what's this boy doing? We've got ET still. He walks from top. Now he's walking pod, looking for something to do. Pretty dangerous stuff. Snapfire, though, has got to stop going down here. This is just suicide at this point. Cookie out. Trying to bait, Snapfire, bait, Stormspear getting ready, going on top of the Slardar. He's a tanky boy. Tankiest one in the bottom. If they could get him, that would be a deal. And Ruby Tuesday, Gilger, out of nowhere, taking that out. Meanwhile, on the top lane is Doom, and that was a deny, baby. Double kill and a deny Con.
That's actually a triple kill.
That is a triple.
Is this a bad manner pause? You know, it happens to all of us. You need to do it. Stormspear just got a double kill. They got a deny.
Mio just saying, oh, sorry, Doom. Great ultimate there.
What do you think he's called Mio?
Was Mio?
I feel like he wanted to type mid, but either misclicked or the mid was taken when he was making the Steam account.
I think he do it for Dios Mio. This kid's incredible, you know?
Well, so far so good.
Yeah.
Involved in all of the 5 kills.
Beautiful.
Dumpstered Doom in the lane. He's 1,000 gold ahead of him, and Doom has level 4 Devour at the moment, so that's a pretty big deal.
Pretty good. Typical carry strategy. Find the poor man's the little shovel, and then immediately send it back. You know, disrespecting the item, using it once and throwing it away, like my high school girlfriend. As we see Slardar looking for a kill yet again on that Snapfire. They are just gearing up for it again. Where is Void, by the way? Where has he gone? He has gone to the top lane to farm with that Magnus unimpeded. Beautiful cleave coming out there, Mr. Lucas.
Yeah, I think Khan's early game throughout the tournament has been very consistent.
Aggressive attack. I'm so sorry, Lacoste. The Storm Spirit is going so quick. He's all over the place. Takes out Doom, and here we go. Elder Titan trying to do it again. A little bit of revenge here coming out from Mortimer, blowing him some kisses.
He finds another rune, and we missed the kill. Oh, he actually got him with the kisses.
He did. He kissed him goodnight. Oh, he's threatening the RP. He's taunting him. That is actually the flashbang. He is using it to blind the player thanks to that Immortal. Phoenix not able to be affected by that since it is literally the sun. So, the flashbang did not work there.
Now they're pressuring the mid lane with the catapult. I mean, they don't have that much tower damage at the moment, so they need to play around the catapult timings on side of Khan. Doom finished the drums. I mean, he's catching up, but slowly.
Back there. Dusa, however, seems to not really be impeded too much. Of course, they swapped lanes a little bit, but now she is living her best life, you know, chilling out in the triangle, getting the world's largest ancient stack that I have literally ever seen. So very nice for her, and she is right behind it, Storm.
Storm Spirit constantly getting the runes and keeping the pressure on all the other lanes.
Dota 2, you know, as the inverse of the Bermuda Triangle. Things disappear there. In Dota 2 and our triangle, things just appear like fully slotted Medusas. Very terrifying place.
Now you see this pen? I could make that disappear in a second.
Whoa!
That's a magic trick.
He's putting it on the table right now. I'm trying to look at it. Anyway. Top lane! Show us the power! We got the boys on NiP. Stormspear yet again going in. He doesn't have a lot of mana here. Could get caught. Double damage.
Nice
dodge. Beautiful job. Dios mio, ladies and gentlemen. Just tearing it up.
Water cookie. Woo! Stops Doom from casting ulti.
And,
where's
nice.
the cookies?
Fantastic course. The kiss is coming in as well. Chronosphere looking beautiful as Void goes in. I've just got to say, Khan has everything going for him so far in this game. They're grouping up. They're taking stuff. Storm Spear's getting picks. NiP, where you at, boys? What's going on? waiting for that Dusa, huh?
They have 7 more kills on side of Khan, but, you know, NiP's keeping up in terms of net worth, only 1k gold lead, considering how aggressive Khan has been playing. There's still all tier 1 towers standing. They have ET, they have Phoenix and Medusa. These heroes are extremely good at defending the tier 1 towers.
Very frightening indeed, not seeing these Deuces in a fight. But do they have enough to deal with Dusa? I mean, Void's not that bad, right?
Void, really.
Yeah. So maybe it's not the worst thing in the world to let that Deucey get some free farm. Little snake lady getting bigger and badder. Do you know the sad story of Deuce's lore?
No.
Well, it's very sad. She's a Gorgon, and her sisters were actually kidnapped. And she is on the search for them, and she wanted to save them. She was the most beautiful and kindest, much like T-Governor in the talent. And she traded their looks for the power to save her sisters. And it kind of drove her a little crazy. So, yeah, very sad. It's a sad tale.
And that's Cinderella's story.
Well, not really. I think it doesn't have
With a twist, okay.
No, there's no twist, actually. Not even close.
Know all that stuff.
What do you mean?
All the lore. How do you just know it?
I don't know. I got some kind of Rain Man-esque ability to only remember inconsequential made-up stories. So, yeah, what a shame. If only I could remember Dota spell names or, you know, team people, I would be a good caster. Here we go, initiation.
Orchid.
Blower kiss Snapfire as we see that is one deep fried snake. Moving on to Doom. Even Doom is afraid of those little kisses as he pops that regen for those creeps. And another pickoff. These boys up at the top. They kill Phoenix as well. This is looking like it's going to be nearly impossible for NiP to get back into this.
I just feel like NiP are not playing the game. They're just hitting creeps. That's all they have been doing. And Doom is afraid to use ulti at the moment because last time he used it, it got denied.
It was shameful. He's afraid to use it.
It's a level 5 Elder Titan 15 minutes in.
Woo!
I know Fogg is extremely mad if he's watching the game, and he should have been watching this game because that's his job, you know. But
I mean, legitimately, yes. I'm sure Fogg is home right now, punching his monitor with his full force. The monitor does not move in any way. However, it was an assault, not a single crack on that monitor. As we see these teams gearing up for another battle yet again, 11-2. With no signs of stopping all of Snowball heroes, and this ball be a rolling. Have you ever seen snow, Lacoste?
Seen snow?
Yeah.
Why would I not see snow?
I don't know. What is
We have like 3 or 4 months of snow in Croatia.
Oh, really?
Usually, yeah, not the last year.
Okay. Uh-oh. Sapphire taken out. Not really a big deal. And Snap's ultimate is still down, and she has been the sacrificial murder victim so many times in this game so far. But NiP, they'll take anything they can get now. Couple kills makes opportunity, and we went to see.
Oh, that's a big one. Gilbert definitely wanted to get that one from Doom. You know, some extra gold in his pockets. As farmed as Mag, actually same net worth at the moment.
What a large dangling deal that was. The Storm Spirit grabs him to get his regen room, not afraid at all at the Dusa, completely confident that they won't be able to just jump him. He knows that Slardar doesn't have a blink yet, so that's really their only lockdown for him.
Can you spell confident for me?
C-O... Oh, no! Here we go! A team fight right in the middle of my beautiful spelling bee as they initiate NiP on the 2, followed up by the Chrono. This is what you dream of when you pick these big team fight heroes, one after another. Kiss is being sent, and they are out of there. Great work as they push on this tower. NiP have got to do something, Lacoste. All that creep hitting, it's got to pay off.
Storm is dead.
Spirit initiation got that very underleveled Elder Titan as they move in. Watch out, Mr. Phoenix. I mean, I am looking to say something positive about NiP, but they are getting wrecked in this game.
They certainly are. Look at the wards. They 1, 2, 3, 4 observer wards from Khan. I love the build that Storm Spirit going straight Orchid, so you know he has a much more kill potential. He's getting all the runes. Supreme tries to use a Doom, but the cast animation is just way too high. Takes too much time. Now he's getting a Lincoln Sphere, you know, against the Doom. That's the only spell that he needs to take care of.
I mean, it's very hard already to lock down that Storm. When he gets a Lincoln Sphere, what do you do? I'm not quite sure. It's real tough. Meanwhile, Void's farm, of course, getting increased with that Magnus. That Empower, making things better for him. You see him still on that top of the net worth, out farming the Dusa. Dusa desperately trying to get some kind of item to get her into this game. The Midas is just not enough right now. Gonna be going over to the Manta style. And we're a long way from Scotty, baby. Long way.
He found Artel. I mean, his net worth is pretty high at the moment, considering how the game is going. He's 0, 1, and 0. They made some stacks for him. Smoke coming out from NiP.
Gotta make some moves.
I don't think they can start a team fight unless Slaughter has a Blink Dagger. That's the issue.
Yeah, it is tough. Rubik already has his Blink. They do scan out. They see that smoke. So, yeah, there you go. Looking for that pick with that Blink, as Lacoste mentions, but a very nice scan by, and they will be backing up. Now, ain't all over yet, though, of course. One good team fight. If Dusa does get the items that she needs, you know, she could be very good. There's your big boy, Philly. That'll help with some of that money. Would you carry a Philosopher's Stone in real life? You just get free money in your pocket, but it is highly irradiated. What would you carry?
I'd rather not. You know, what kind of money are we talking about?
We're talking about what's Philosopher's Stone do? It almost like doubles your
Double my income?
Doubles your passive income. That's pretty good. Invest everything into like the bank and you automatically get double interest on everything. That's pretty nice. You can make a few, that's exponential gains. However,
However, I have
massive radiation.
I have 2 years of life left, so what am I gonna do with the money? It's not a good deal.
Well,
it really is not. Mag to his Blink Dagger, I see that he has Guardian Greaves queued up, you know, just to be able to dispel things.
I guess he's the everything this game, you know, a little bit of support, a little bit of Blink, a little bit of team fight. Meanwhile, double damage coming out of your Medusa. This could be their chance they try to do something. Rubik Tuesday gonna take that Snake A, little biter. Midas. We see cooldown on the Voids, Midas. Where's the Deuce of Midas? We still don't see that cooldown. Very scary. She finally uses it. Here we go. Initiation on the Storm Spirit, grabbing that Doom. Here come the Kiss.
No BKB.
He takes down the Doom. The Doom is so low, but here comes the Void to finish it off. Absolutely tearing it up. Phoenix so good against Void, though. Big ultimates coming out. They're going to try to get out of there. Storm Spirit does die. That's huge for NiP. Fantastic pick there as they look to see if they can get some more. The double damage barely expiring at the end of that fight. Blink Dagger now on Slardar, able to initiate on top of that Sapphire. Sapphire sacrificing life yet again. Cookie for the little fish man. She lets the rest of the team escape, but a big pickup. Killing a Storm, killing that Doom for the umpteenth time. Pretty huge.
Storm Spirit used all of his mana, could not get out of that one. And there was no Rubik, there was no Snapfire close by to use any of the spells. They were just very, very separated. And if you think about the like carry-to-carry matchup, where you have Slardar amplifying the damage that Medusa does, it's just insanely strong. And now he's going for Scotty, just tanking up. Like this game, on paper, if you just look at the score, it feels like, yeah, NiP is losing, but all they need is one more good fight, and they can easily turn that into Roche. Also, they're not relying that much on cooldown. Even if they don't have Doom, if they don't have Supernova, and Medusa is extremely farmed, they can still take a fight.
Yeah, I mean, Scotty on that Medusa would be a huge deal. If she is able to do that before the next big fight, will be scary. Now Khan on the back foot, going for Roshan to make sure that they will not lose the next fight. Obviously going to be putting it on Storm, the greatest Roshan carrier in the game, coupled with a haste even. So we will see how this next one turns out. Also, in this fight, you have a blink up on your Magnus, so the initiation should be better. If Magnus was able to get on top of that Doom last time, we wouldn't have any problems. All right.
Storm has that Aegis. Fillet on Phoenix. So he's going to get some items as well.
Big boy Fillet. But can he do massive amounts of radiation? Guess he is the sun, which does have a lot of radiation on it.
Seems like he can.
Yes. It fuels him, in fact. What's your favorite neutral item, Lacoste? Obviously, excluding 60-minute big boys.
Yeah, Clumsy Net, probably.
Yeah.
Good stat. On your position 4s and 5s, and you can burn some of the mobile heroes, especially if you don't have enough lockdown.
I would say it would be Shovel Clarity. All I want from the Shovel is Clarity. Please. So useful, so much more than healing salves, in my opinion. Carries never have problems with health, but they always have no mana. Shove that down their throats. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit gets his Lincolns. Even harder to take down Mr. Blue Boy. It's gonna be difficult.
If somehow NiP manages to get back into this game, it could be one of the biggest comebacks we've seen so far in the tournament. That's why I asked you, how do you spell? What did you say? Conspiracy?
You know, honestly, you were trying to make a joke, and I am so bad at spelling, you had to give up just to move on. That's a bad feel. Yikes. Looking
Sassy
good.
foul. Come on, Rubik. Dig it.
No.
You need to dig it.
Dig. Can Rubik dig it? The Midas available. 2 seconds. Every Midas lovers, get ready. He missed it. That's a big T-Tors. Gotta complain about that. He haven't missed many kills, but I need to see every Midas usage. I'm very upset right now. What's the strategy? Is this good?
This strategy, what Lardo's doing right now? I mean, he does not have a hero to play with.
Okay.
And he cannot get a solo kill on anyone.
So he's just down here.
He's just chilling, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
You've been down there.
I've been down there once or twice. It's a nice place. You know, back in the days when everyone can cut trees. Oh, watch out! Here we go. Initiation coming in. Looking for what they get. Phoenix is going to pop in. There's the Scotty. Easy, but not great. They need that lock. It's going to be able to catch people in that Phoenix zone. They'll simply wait and go straight out of the Dusa. This is exactly what they wanted. RP to get away. Actually, use them out of that. Beautiful RP on the backline. First Spirit tearing up all of those supports. Dusa's still alive, now out of mana, but it's her time to shine. We'll be taking out that Storm Spirit. Meanwhile, Slipper taking out the Magnus. Magnus has all of his skills gone, however, so the rest of the team is able to just feast on that Dusa. That was beautiful. See that Phoenix egg? Everybody backed out, and even more kills coming out. The Phoenix himself, herself, itself.
Storm's cleaning up now. Oh, there's the hole.
Pilgrim ready to follow this up if he tries anything as well, and that is a complete domination. Beautiful shot from Khan.
They used this Aegis very early on. It was still 2 minutes left on Aegis, and Storm Spirit has mana issues. We've seen a big zip. He only managed to get 1 kill on support before the fight starts, and he used all of his mana. Then he died, which is a good thing here. Dying with Aegis, replenishing your mana, and as you said, that's why he's the best. I believe you said Roshan carriers in the game.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about. Remember when Storm was just hyper broken from Bloodstone and you just picked Storm? You gotta kill him. Then he has Aegis, then you gotta kill him. Then Bloodstone, then you gotta kill him. Try to push uphill buybacks and hold the entire team for the entirety of the buyback of the respawn duration. I hate this hero, honestly. If it wasn't for Blitz Dota, such a kind boy, being able to spam him to relevance, I would despise the hero, but he's done good things.
Storm Spirit in this tournament, I believe he's 15 losses out of 21 games.
Wow, my EG just play him often. Top tower now. assault. As we see Storm Spirit pretty deep in here. He's going to jump on top of the cliff. Really just dodging everything. Doom on the Linky. Oh my, oh dear, oh my. That is not good for you boys.
Alright, they should definitely punish this. Storm Spirit has no mana, but if he just comes back from the base with the full mana, they should be able to take a fight.
That one.
NiP, looking by minimap, it seems like they want to smoke.
Why would you smoke without a Doom?
That's a good question, but right now they're just holding hands together.
Well, you know, they're scared somebody is going to get got on. They do have abilities to stop them if they're together, but they are very vulnerable by themselves at this point. Almost level 20 though on that Medusa, and she will cover.
She needs a She's about to hit level 20. Once you hit that, Hero's extremely strong.
Let's go.
But they need a neutral item for her. Right now, she's just keeping on to that, which is not the greatest item 28 minutes in.
No, she did find a telescope, not useful for her. Will
it's
even provide.
Not a great item if you're not using it.
True. Gotta scan. Scans are now big. Scan away. Look. Fog of War abuse there. That was beautiful. One tiny little thing covering up the gigantic fishman. Actually terrifying how well giant things could be hit in the Dota universe.
This is the item.
Alright.
Titan Slivers, damage, magic resist, status resist.
Titan Sliver on the Void as well though. Void in a great position here. Slardar, whoa, jumps out. And
I hear the thunder.
He's getting the flashbangs ready. Here goes. The Sapphire are going to be picked out. Dust on the Sapphire. Not going to be able to make anything of it so far. On the back end, though, Mr. Storm Spirit going in, dodging very well. Doom should be back up pretty soon, so they have got to make a move now if they're going to take advantage of it. And they attempted to right there. They do see that Medusa, they thought that they backed the old classic fake back. They do have wards up there. Oh, but it has been discovered, and now they all know the situation, so they will awkwardly walk away from each other. Wards, thank you.
NiP just holding on together. They did not want to take a fight since they misused Doom. Next Roche may respawn in a minute.
Very, very tense here, Lacoste. Tense moment of their life.
That's a tough one.
Now, you're a guy where a lot of things kind of slide off your back. Not a lot of things worry Lacoste.
I was wearing a cape. I still am, actually. And I had to go to the bathroom. Like, that was pretty intense.
That's a tense moment. You know, we always, as talent, forget that we have a bunch of like microphones in us on all the time. I have shit talked many a team with my microphone on. In fact, one time I shit talked the sound guy for an event with my microphone on, and I listened to him reviewing the shit talk. So you gotta be careful in these situations. That guy was insane. Regeneron barely snagged up by Storm Spirit, making for a beautiful initiation onto that Slardar. Slardar, get out of there! Try to heal him with that Void. Oh, that's great. The Doom comes out on the Void. If you can't hit the Storm, then hit something else. And then NiP turns it around excellently. I guess that Storm Spirit went a little bit too deep, too much. We've been seeing that a couple times from Storm this game.
They're getting all the runes every single time. Khan is just trolling runes. They're getting pretty much every single one of them. But this Medusa, she's full HP, full mana. They use Slardar ulti on someone. They straight up die. I mean, net worth lead is getting lower.
Sure.
Like this Medusa is no joke. When I say getting lower, you see that tiny spike once they want that last team fight. This is it. This is what I'm talking about.
Ooh. No, but you're absolutely right. As you said, Medusa can be such a great game carry that we've been seeing in this tournament, that even getting this far is a danger. And I like Doom's idea. You know, he messes up one Doom and then he says, okay, you know what? Forget Storm. My target is Void. And if Void got that Chrono off, completely different fight there. So shout out to the Doom for not giving up. Great play.
I love the mindset. You know, he used to do once, failed, and then I didn't want to use it for the next 30 minutes. The enemy team will forget that I actually have this spell.
That's how you do it, buddy. You gotta lull them into a false sense of security. As a man who has just unlimited amounts Dota fails, I can tell you, It is the hubris that is the greatest enemy in a game of Dota. There's a goddamn courier. Meanwhile, in the Roche pit, they will know that they are doing Roche. They feel it. They know. They scan. They see. And they know that it's time to go in. Elder Titan, he's going to scout it out. We'll see Roche very close. They have to make the decision now. He's going Betty by. And the question is, does Con think that they can bring the fight to them? Maybe. Here we go. Can we do it?
Zoning Chrono.
Yes, we can. Roshan didn't take it. He actually plays into it, but
he did not get the
Aegis. He grabbed the Aegis. Beautiful job. Able to snag it right before he dies. Chronos, and they will actually be immediately murdered. Snapfire actually getting him out. Very impressive stuff there, but right on his tail.
I see him.
No, it's too much damage, Void! No, he won't be able to make it. They're going to push him back. The puddle has been revealed, and they stand in it drowning. Oh, that was a rough job by Khan. Yeah, pause and talk about that one. Gee
This
whiz.
was a tough one. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some Keck W's in the chat after that Void play. That definitely did not need to happen. Like, Storm can go in, try to bait them, buy some time. It would be even a bigger fail if he did not manage to pick up that Aegis. And it was very close.
Using Chrono to finish the Roche. Then almost not getting the Aegis. Slardar literally blinked into the Chronosphere and almost got it before he did. That's rough, but, you know, it's not a complete disaster. Your Storm Spirit is still alive, but Storm, he's a hero that can go 14-1 and then lose because he doesn't actually do anything in the late game. This is Void's time to shine. And just to Roshan. So, concerning.
It was actually a two-man Chrono, Roshan and Void.
That is true.
So.
And then someone could accidentally blink into it. Nice pick off, though, by that Storm Spirit, getting what he can. The unpause, doing its work here. PP out to... Woo! Nighty night. Nice shot by the Delta Titan, getting that sleep in time. Your boy, Gilder, he's scared now. TP and blink, and nice juke in the trees. But what does a lone Rubik do against the power of the NiP? Not much. Frightening coming down in that mid.
I like itemization on Gilgir this game. He has a Blink Dagger and the Ether Lens for some extra cast range, of course, and Heaven's Halberd. Like, this item destroys Medusa. Problem is, you know, Rubik's really not getting close to Medusa in team fights, especially if she just uses the ulti. You'd not want to look in that direction.
Trying to save that middle and making some space for their boys to be able to jump this Dusa for being out of position. The range creep eats a cookie before it dies, doing absolutely nothing, stealing the cookie from Grandma's jar. Very.
What's your favorite type of a cookie?
I was just about to ask you. I am a freak. I love raisin oatmeal.
Raisin?
Raisin
if someone
oatmeal
gives me a chocolate as a gift with raisins, that's actually a hate crime.
It's not a hate crime, bro.
It is. Like, why would you want it in your chocolate? It makes sense.
I like it. I like raisins, chocolate-covered raisins. I like oatmeal raisin cookies. I like them all, but I mean, that would be hard to imagine looking at me. I'm a big fan of all cookies.
I'm a big, you know, grape guy. I just adore grapes, but raisins?
Oh, raisins are
yikes.
Dead grapes.
Yeah.
I mean, the soul of the grape is ripped out. I think that's why I like raisins so much, is because they're so metal.
I think I just called them graisins.
Graisins. Papa Graisin. But, no, grape is the most metal of foods. You take something that's so pure, full of life, and then you suck everything that makes it that, and then it's just an empty husk. It's like Dota players. I would be a raisin to the grape that Dota so long ago.
Great technology there.
Thank you.
So, C carries get closer to level 25, so Medusa gets it. Now, there's a Scotty split shot, uses modifiers, that's why she's getting a Daedalus as the next item, a lot of AoE crits. NiP is in full control of this game, in my opinion, at the moment.
Yep. Waiting too long here on Con now, despite having a massive lead, a 14-15-2 Storm Spirit. It is just time to
lane.
carries. Now, and there you go. The mistakes are coming out.
Gilder, watch a good Bulldog stream on secondary monitor. Not a good idea.
Very bad watching
while playing.
Watching Bulldog watch him playing, and suddenly He thinks that he's 2 minutes later than he is. Saberlight making space, going in, getting that Snapfire yet again. Oh, good save though from your boy Magnus, dragging him behind the tower, but he's a tanky boy now. He's able to fight. He does have the puddle, and Magnus must suffer for that Snap. Will Snap even die, making his sacrifice completely worthless? He will. And the time now comes on Void to do something where he was so strong and confident. It's now Void that needs to get items that make him relevant in this game.
Aghanim on him. Does not have MKB yet. Needs just a Demon Edge to finish it off, but he's not gonna have a buyback.
Scary stuff. 4K away from Monkey King Bar. And another pause comes out from Khan.
Let's see that career.
Don't show us the goddamn monkey. Please. We don't like it here.
What did they call him last time? Bob the Baboon?
I don't think anyone said that. Oh, there he is. That hideous creature. It's been a long time since I've seen a normal donkey, but there it is. Just a casual, actual donkey. Storm Spirit never used a courier in his entire life. He will go with the traditional Donko. Interesting.
I love Khan's logo. It just feels, very intimidating, very scary.
Yes, yes. 2 eyes in the darkness. Meanwhile, NiP, ninjas in pajamas. The least threatening thing I think I've ever heard in my life. No offense. Ninja's scary, but if they're in pajamas...
And they're ready to go to bed.
Yeah, it's nighttime. Who names these esports organizations, honestly? Evil Geniuses is the stupidest goddamn thing I've ever heard. OG? Who? What?
Doesn't even stand for anything. It's just 2 letters.
You go up to like a rap battle, and you go to this like sick rapper and be like, yo, I'm gonna name my team the OGs. He'd be like, get the hell away from me.
OG sounds like super scary. Like, he's the OG. Like,
that's not scary. Yeah, it's super scary. Then you go and see like No Tail. Hello. Like,
now, if you say like he's the OG, you think of something positive,
sure,
right? Like he's the dude, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Where's the party?
DC. That was Sunsfan's original idea for DC was a dinosaur catastrophe or something like that.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Sick. And here we go. On the back foot here, a 4-man smoke coming out from the Khans. Clowns! Clowns, says Mio. He's mad. This is when the Storm Spirit tilts. When he has 15 kills, hardly any deaths, and then he loses. This is how you tilt the Storm. Trust me, I do all
Clowns in the old chat. All right.
Clowns! He says, and then a G. Goodness gracious, Mio.
No clowns. Misha with the talkback. Okay.
Oh, deal.
Well, this game's now more interesting.
This game is a game, boys. These guys are talking some shit. That's what I want to see. Level 25 so important on Storm, almost getting there. And we got that smoke in the mid lane. The smoke has found them. We have got somebody, but they're looking for the right initiation. They're not getting it. Here comes Overtime. Big goal. Storm Spirit goes in, but he jumps in from halfway across the map. That's Chrono. He misses. He whips it. They're running for their lives. Oh, the Snapfire down. We have one more hit. Void misses the Chrono. Doesn't hit the egg. He straight up wants that fight. No bueno coming out from our Void Spirit. Yikerinos. Oh, no.
You know what? I think we might see one more usage of the word clown after this game ends.
Yeah. Whoa, that guy grabbing an arcane rune. Very big zip. He does have that Lincoln still available. They're going to go and dive. Now they saw Storm Spirit not be anywhere near him. They might be extending too far here, but no. The puddle, the jump by Gilger. Trying to pick up something. Maybe not the Deucer, the best target with the 2 hits and I die. However, not 25 on the Storm yet. If he had only those beautiful remnants, he could be stopping this, but he's just barely not there. And they're looking to potentially go back in again. Oh, he just able to pop that Aeon Disc.
If there's ET standing on top of someone, removing their base armor, and there's Slaughter ulti plus Solar Crest, they're sitting at like minus 30 armor.
Yes.
While Medusa hits you. Prince's Knife. That's a cool item. What is she holding? Just a leveler for now, and a full Satanic. Gold Midas.
Bye! How does one kill this Medusa? You must kill the entire enemy team, then you must chrono her, and then you must pray to God that you have enough damage to take her out. Not looking like it is possible at this point. Too many mistakes coming out from Khan, too many overextensions, but shout out to NiP for staying in the game for so long and not making those mistakes that could have cost it.
I think this game is just gonna end. I mean, Storm Spirit is about to be level 25, then it's gonna be, you know, harder for them to... He's gonna be dealing with the creep waves, but Medusa might just run in and take it by force.
Oh, here we go. Nice grab on the Medusa, but you honestly do not have enough time to kill her. Her entire team is in the back line. There's nothing you drag her out of position as much as you want. She's too strong. You have got to kill everyone else on the team, and they just don't have it. There we go. The remnants coming up from the Storm finally hits that 25. That's so essential. If he had that, you know, a minute ago, and maybe they could have done something. They're not going to let this Medusa go without a fight. She's dragged into the tier 2s. She's going to use her ultimate, but they have nothing to follow up. Void does not have Chrono. That is such a bad sign. If you could drag her alone.
God needs to chase now.
They've got to go. No mana on the Medusa. She is just hitting though. No! Void Chronos. 2 people that ain't Medusa. They're trying to take him out. But with that, they just don't have the damage. The Snapfire Cookie's coming out. BKB on the top of the Doom, and that is going to do it. That is just a way to lose. Shout out to NiP. Ladies and germs, can we do it? Can it happen? Negative. That's an NiP victory right here.
Yeah, there's no way they're coming back into this game. Faceless Void uses a chrono, they fail a fight, and I believe this game just ends, you know. They might be able to disarm Medusa. It's a long-ass disarm coming up from Rubik.
Yeah. They've got a long time, though. 1 minute until Void is back, 1 minute until Magnus. Storm can try to hold this game for as long as he can. Still, I mean, this dude has no fear. She's completely up here alone.
Satanic is ready, so they can't really burst her down. They don't have a tool that deals with the evasion. Leveler plus Solar Crest. Look at that attack speed.
My goodness. The clowns themselves are taking it. Oh no. Storm on the back, trying to cut waves. He's going to grab that regeneration rune. I mean, I will say one thing about Storm. Very good at grabbing regen runes. He did very good this game, but it just didn't matter. Without that Void kicking ass in that late game, not a lot of hope.
That's a second set of Raxes. All right, so Khan will have one more fight, one more chrono. Big zip from the Storm, picking up bounty runes.
Oh my
God. It's so funny to just watch the minimap when Storm zips in while he's level 25.
Is he making the Illuminati symbol? Don't. This is what Gaben doesn't want you to know, guys. Don't clip this match or he'll find all of you. Okay. What do you think of the Illuminati?
What are my thoughts on Illuminati?
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a member. That's what I know.
Oh! But do they exist?
I mean, if we know that they exist, it's not that, you know, secret society after all.
I suppose. I think Cat might be in the
Possibly, yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say for now, because I value my life. BSJ is probably the founding member of the Illuminati. Some kind of ancient vampire man. But as we go and wait for this game to inevitably be over, I'm not lying to you. If Khan can turn this game around, it will be the most famous game of Dota 2 to ever take place. This is a literal impossibility unless they completely and perfectly line up every ult in the correct way. Will they be able to solve the Da Vinci Code of Dota? Or will they die hilariously, chronoing nothing? Time to find out. Chrono. Can they seal that Aegis? They're looking for it, and they do get the Aegis going straight on top of the Medusa. And we're trying to turn it around, but oh no, in the back lines, they will be able to take that Void. No Chrono, not a big deal though, as they try to turn it around. But here we go, Slaughter with that immense damage.
That's a big ultimate.
That is a huge ultimate. Do they actually have the power to turn it around?
This is the fight they needed. Inside the Roche pit, he chronoed the Roche once again.
Holy shit, they went in too deep! Saberlight, get out of there! Whew, I'm dreaming. I'm hot right now. I feel a demon inside of me. Let's take another look. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your pants on. If your parents are in the room, tell them to leave, because I've never wanted to pleasure myself so much watching this replay. Holy Jesus! An immaculate birth is about to happen from me. Incredible turnaround by Khan. Incredible!
This is insane RP coming out from Mag this game, and faces Void with Empower and Aghanim Scepter. I'll just shut up. Go
Look at
Flags.
Fucking Mount Everest! The win probability, I'm so sorry! Taking out that tower, everyone has buyback. It's actually not a big deal. The hype is completely fake, but we will see it through as the puddle is made. Is that puddle soon to be yellow? Slugger on the back, and they will back up. Ladies and gentlemen, this game ain't over. In the greatest words of the greatest casters we've ever had, it is all shit compared to Khan versus NiP.
Yeah, this is such an entertaining series, back and forth. First, Khan was almost 15k gold ahead, then NiP 10 gold ahead. Now it's pretty even. They lost the Aegis. Faceless Void is level 25, has 6,000 gold in his bank. Backtrack, 20% talent. Remember, that talent can now be disabled by a break, but sadly they don't have any break mechanics on the NiP.
Tier 2 Dota is the greatest thing to ever happen to this game. Do you think Secret would ever have a chance of getting back into this? Do you think OG would ever not GG? That is the power, baby. It could go any way. Not to say that these teams are tier 2 in any way, but it is exciting to watch.
And Gilger, he has a stolen Doom, so he can't be the one initiating either on Medusa or on Doom to keep just Faceless Void safe in this fight.
Truly, someone has been praying to Satan to make this comeback possible.
And there it
and
is.
they don't Doom. It is so dead. A double chrono on the back line. They're trying to make their way there, focusing a lot. Slaughter some of the Doom targets, the cookies, the kisses will be able to hurt that Doom. He will have to buy back immediately. Slaughter double buy back here, but the entire team underneath Deuce's terrifying gaze. The Scotty destruction. Void able to make his way out, but a complete decimation of Team Khan as Void is literally running into their fountain to try to find a way out. Oh.
They have very limited catch, Medusa. No backtracks.
Your parents will tell you to believe in dreams. Popular media will tell you stories. Big Hollywood will tell you that sometimes comebacks are possible, but this is Dota 2. Our dreams are dead. Our comebacks are not real. And the best team wins no matter what.
Anything is possible. I like the initiation from Khan. They use Doom on Doom. And he still has buyback, but good chrono. I thought they're going to focus Medusa, burn all of her mana so she can't use ulti.
Yeah, a lot of focus on
That's
Slaughter.
not happened, yeah, and there was no RP in that fight.
That's not
It's pretty chaotic, you're running into Medusa, who's holding on to Illusion Escape, so it's very hard for Mag to actually get a good RP.
And NiP, with their perfect execution in that last team fight, the great double buybacks to make sure that they have the aggression. As we talked about, buyback, such a huge part of the current meta. They use that chrono buyback. They use the stolen Doom buyback. No fortification on this last tower. Star Spirit nowhere to be seen. They are going to go through backdoor protection. Oh, there it is.
All right, this is the combo. Granny has Aghanim Scepter, so she can Magnus possibly and just spit him out.
Yes, trying to save those racks while they can. Mega's on the line. Void coming back in 13 seconds. Rubik coming back in 8. Do they have the power? They're going to slow down that. Oh my god, drag her right back. They need that Void to come back right now.
Mana.
Not able yet to. Chrono's still on cooldown. Do they have to back instead of getting the Megas? Is the game still afoot? Here comes a big ol' ult. It kind of whiffs completely, and they're going in. Oh, everybody's halfway through. Show me the RP.
Another skewer.
The drag back. Could we see that? She's got no mana. We got Chrono not online yet, though. The BKB is popped.
They cannot kill the egg.
Egg unable to be popped. The omelet will not be made. Gilger with a suicidal jump within. Can you believe what you're seeing, ladies and gentlemen? This dude just jumped on top. Holy moly, they get the Dusa. And Dusa's dead.
She has buyback though. And they're chasing now. Faceless Void doing so much. They're gonna have Chrono in what? 140?
This is it! Here we go! Faceless Void jumped on top. Storm Spirit going in. Saberlight. He's gotta get out of there. He's so quick. Throw the puddle. The puddle is out. Can't get my little booties wet. Back to the jungle.
Medusa will need to buy back here. Like, they have such a great chase potential with the time walk, with the, I don't know the name of the spell, spit out from the granny, and the Storm Spirit zip.
Do you have friends that play League of Legends?
Out. Gobble up and spit out. What did you say?
Do you have friends that play League of Legends?
No,
Do
I
they
don't.
play Smite? Do they play any other shitty copy of this game? Call them up, tell them, stop what you're doing, wake the fuck up and watch Con versus NiP, because you are about to see potentially the greatest comeback any MOBA has ever seen in your lives. Sorry. It's time.
This game is very entertaining, and now Storm Spirit with the Aghanim Scepter, you know, he can zip in, pull them towards a big Chrono or big RP. Plus, he has another Arcane Rune.
Absolutely.
50 minutes in, do we wait 10 more minutes just to get some neutral items?
Let's go. I am a completely unbiased caster, and I must say, I don't care who wins at this point. Let the carnage continue. Who gives a shit anymore? We are ready to see a team die, and whoever takes it is a champion of champions. I gotta calm down, Lacan. Can you please talk for a while?
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
I was showing you with the hand, you know, just tone it down a bit. Even though the game is super hype. All right, Snapfire, she wants to get the levels, caught the tone for herself. Are we going to see any level 30s coming up soon? Medusa should be close, I believe. Maybe 28, 29.
Holy shit. Level 30 on Storm Spirit, pretty big deal as well.
Why is that? Because he has all the talents, that's it?
It is a big deal. Storm has to make some big decisions, you know? On the talent tree. Storm is one of the two heroes I've never played, but I assume they're very good. Let's take a look. Overlord pierces immunity. That's pretty huge.
It's just a Vortex. I think you want to have Vortex, especially when you have Aghanim Scepter upgrade, and he bought it. He has still power treads.
Yo, in a situation like this, though, rend damage would actually do a lot to stop creep waves, right?
For sure.
So, see? Not so stupid after all. Roshan, the key to victory. Much like the God Azul from Ghostbusters, who will be the key carrier to end the apocalypse? We will soon find out. Roshan holds the key. He's in! Who's ready to bust this game? Wake the hell open, ladies and gentlemen.
So that's Fortrosh, Axe, Cheese, Refresher, Aegis. I forgot the most important one.
Victory. That is the most important one. Whoever to claim the Roshan claims the game. And we will see both these teams posturing so strongly. Look at these puddles. Look at this storm. Oh, the puddle. The storm remnant ran right in the center of that puddle. Very cool. NiP indeed. Anyway, as we continue.
He's just trying to bait something. See what they're doing. Where are they hiding at the moment?
Extremely tense. These puddles have such a low cooldown now. I mean, we're seeing the second river getting made here in the jungle. Do love it. Who's got the balls to get into that roach pit first, Lacoste? What are they waiting for?
They need to have good creep pushing. You know, they're playing against the two super creeps. They lost the top and the mid. They don't even have a tier 3 tower at the bottom.
Must be very
careful. My question is, do you get region coming out from Ocean Heart if you're staying in the puddle? That's river.
Yes.
That's a big brain play, even though it's a tier 1 item.
If you have Ocean Heart at 53 minutes,
they're probably bad at Dota.
Perhaps kick that guy from the team. He is making horrible mistakes. We see the smoke. This might be the moment. This could be it. Ready your Twitch clips. Ready your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the fight. Here we go. Initiation up top of that Medusa trying to drag back. He won't be able to drag him back. Void in the back lane trying to get everyone separated, but he will have to pop that BKB. Make making sure that he's not dragged in by the Medusa. Here comes the Doom. Blocked up by the Lincoln Sphere, and they're going to have to fall back. Oh, a fantastic RP, but with no backup, the Snapfire kisses a little late. They're trying to get that Mr. Doom, but Doom pops that BKB as he has so many times, able to walk away, and they're gonna pick him up. Here we go. They have got to take out everyone else before they can get their hands on top of that beautiful Medusa.
He's done.
Too late.
Three-shotted.
Oh, and they're turning it around. There we go, babies. Dragged in, shooting out his allies. Snapfire able to shoot him, and the Doom buyback yet again. You see them commit everything, and then the Doom just instantly buybacks, get back in the fight.
Straight
buyback
at the
now
roast
from the
bit.
Chrono, triple buyback. Here we go, trying to find somebody. Do they get the Ruby? Gilgy, run! No.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 7 buybacks at the moment that were used. Storm Spirit, they need to get something out of this if they want to make a comeback into this game.
Oh my god, they're trying to take it. The 7 buybacks are in. Mr. Storm Spirit getting knocked out. Storm is dead. Another buyback. We're up to 8 buybacks, ladies and gentlemen.
Easy going for the biggest zip of his life. He's preparing. Here it goes.
Team, here we go. Void now on top of everybody. Pops that BKB. So much damage though coming out from the Dusa, and so it is Dusa too powerful. Her Scotty, her shots, her splits. The turnaround, however, on top of the Magnus, they will stun the whole team. How can they possibly kill the Dusa? Give them the power. Give them your hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams are dead. Snapfire is dead. No buyback on that, and so looking for that faceless void, vice versa, that shit. And here we go, Star Spirit with a nice grab on 2 goats. They're going on
Next dieback, 2 of the heroes.
Here we go, but Medusa's the only one left. Phoenix, a big
out of mana.
No.
He's getting bashed. Got to save Phoenix.
She needs help.
High five.
No, now the high five comes out. Oh my goodness gracious.
She still has buyback. She did not use it in the previous fight. Bottom is being pushed. These are not mega creatures. Cheese, Aegis, Refresher, and the Aghanim Scepter for Khan. Who do they give it to? I mean, Faceless Void already has one. Storm has one. Even Granny. I guess you give it to Rubik, or I mean, you can give it to Mag. Mag's pretty sick with it, actually.
Making some decisions here. They've got a lot of items to get through. Aghanim Scepter is available on the ground for somebody. He is staring at it.
Too many free items. What do we do?
The beauty of the he must leave it. He's blinded by his magnificence, and Magnus will be going in for it. Absolutely unbelievable game that we are seeing here. As this game continues, if it wasn't for the Rax deficit, we would have seen a push there, but they had to go back, defend those very important towers in that last Rax.
He's very limited on mana on Faceless Void. So he does not actually have enough mana to cast like 3 Chronospheres, Manta style, Mjolnir.
Yeah. It's very frightening. They're
going in. Dusa needs the buyback. 30 seconds without her. Can they hold?
They just don't have any backup for her for 30 seconds. She buys back, and then you got Slardar. It's only 3 versus.
And this is one of those moments where you decide, do I buy back or not? You know, I think it's every single time like that, but this was a tough one.
You don't want to be like Anna at TI9. The Chrono on top of Dusa, but it's going to be a lot to get through that. Here we go. All the ultimate and the RP following it up. They're moving in. Feet tilt. They're dragging him back. Could it be an overthrow? Ladies and gentlemen, this is looking bad. And an RP takes it back. Can they hold this void? No, BKB. They just try to drag him out.
Refresher has Chrono and BKB.
The son of a biscuit refreshes for BKB, and he's walking out. Are they going to be able to make something out of these biscuits, or will they remain unbuttered? Delicious defense from an IPs.
Only one hero with the buyback at the moment, and that's Phoenix. And they pretty much used all the buybacks at the same time. Slardar will have one in 80 gold, so he's good to go. Refresher on Doom, double Doom, but he needs to be careful about the Lincolns. Also, they don't have the best abilities to just pop the Lincolns with. They have, what, Slardar ulti? That's it.
Absolutely. This game, Snake has Divine Rapier, damage, death, and destruction. It all comes down to the next time that this Dusa dies. With no buyback and no hope, it is up to the gods and the divine themselves.
Medusa just sold the Manta style, still has Illusion Escape, and bought Boots of Travel as the last item.
Faceless Void has bought a Mask of Madness at 58 minutes.
Really?
I thought that's what I saw, but hopefully, no, there it is. The Mask of Madness, here and now. The extra power that he needs to defeat the enemy. Could it be Lacoste Analyze?
I guess he just wanted some extra attack speed. I don't know, extra lifesteal. I think you actually get something like a Crystallis here, or you try to go for possibly a Scotty.
Absolutely.
I mean, you don't have buyback. Maybe you're afraid to use a courier. Medusa is in.
Final Rex, level 29 Medusa, hitting them so quick, so deadly. This will be a Megas. We do have everyone at a high enough level to defend against those Megas, but they will put in extra added pressure. Lacoste, 15 seconds to the big dick items, baby. Woo! 60-minute items here at the Tournament Omega League. What is nearly every single one of my techies games has become meta in this pro game. Holy woly, here they come.
What is the best tier 5 item for you?
Apex.
Apex?
Apex on Dusa wins this game.
Apex or the one that knocks you back? Ballista. Yeah, that could be the game-winning item for Medusa at the moment.
What if it ain't?
Farm the camp. Farm the camp.
I'm so sorry. I gotta calm down here. Pirate Hat get picked up, and the other team looking for those ultra items as well. Caught out. Both teams.
Good RP, but don't follow up.
And now starting to go on that dude to the Chrono, but he's completely doing nothing. He's doomed. He's in trouble. He's fasted. He's dead. Oh no, no buyback. And so it shall be. The greed of the neutral items will spell the end of Khan. Going for those jungle camps. Triple kill.
GG is called. NN. Also known as GG. No one's gonna type the word contain clowns.
Yep.
But, you know, this was one hell of a game slot. Definitely the most entertaining game I've seen in Omega League, for sure.
Absolutely. You know, Khan might have lost, but they always bring us great entertainment. And shout out for NiP for showing us how a professional team can be. Behind for so...
$1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight. 1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling Boulder from Set misses again, but there's the invest bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out. They have the magnetize. They get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right-click down. The exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through. He has no infest. He has the armless toggle. Needs to be careful. The Spirit Siphon coming out. The glimpse back onto aggressive. Gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time, though. The open wounds will come through. They have the kinetic shield. There's the black hole. From the low ground. On to 3. Seconds less than one are going to get chewed down. 3 dead. Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me? From the low ground.
DJ, God, the crowd, he just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the Boulder Smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the Rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with a Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. How? Brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain. And waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. There it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. Aegis goes to Tong Fu. And now charging back out. Dindy gonna be spotted, and he doomed to Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him! He got him! Not gonna follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it, gonna be telekinesed back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook, got him! Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Na'Vi down. Can you say mega creeps? Na'Vi, he got him! One more! This is what you call one for the road!
Man, I can't. The game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're gonna cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Denny. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead.
5 heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side, they find Arme. Arme's dead for 60, still alive at the moment. And all the use, the dodge, Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slam. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The Stolen Fish and Jerax sets up onto FY. OG.
That this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. Laguna fights Samel. The Colts burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see that CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dodge! In from the universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're going to get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses. And now they will take Roshan. Samel is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal.
OG right behind Arme, gets a jump, finds the Pugner. Vision will not find a stun. Pugner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the front line attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the back line. The BKB, they're into the back line. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. He has his gone. No buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna. Hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage. F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Arme from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification. It's delayed as much as they possibly can. And now the jump out. Hex, the boy in the bubble. Thompson able to be protected once again. Chalice very, very low on mana. They have a lot, but Arme, he'll change the life with Anna. Thompson needs to be pushed away. Able to do so. FY jumps onto the illusion only, so the hookshot won't be able to connect. But Anna, he needs to retreat. There's so much damage. Anna down. Buyback is available. They still have not taken the mid racks. OG are just trying to delay LGD for the moment. 5 heroes around. The bubble is there protecting the melee racks. Anna, Sunder! Once again, the Sunder switches to life. Army's back up to full health, but the damage from Thompson, it's good enough to kill off the bait. Buyback is there. Somnus leads forward. They just keep bunching them around, but they're still battling from inside the bubble. Pugner will come to the world living LGD. They're going for the GG push. They're going up the tier 4 towers. OG, they have to hold the line. They have the numbers. Seven from the side with the Dagon army, but no! Sunder is back up. It is there. Chalice will fall. They lose the Enchantress. FY pushing around Anna. He's so low. Can they get the die back on him? You bet your Nelly they can. Arme still very, very low. The blast will kill him off. But buyback. LGD want this now. LGD, or can they? Backing up? No, they're not. Terrorblade. BT's forward. The ball is up. Thompson needs to defend. X-Nova very visible. You've got a very, very low life Mirana. But OG, they can't find the target. X-Nova, he's got the grip. He's got the control. He's got the kill. Thompson is down, but ES is up. Where the Echo slam. Oh, there it is. Forward. There's your slam. There's the dunk. There's the play. Jirax, the savior of OG.
1,500 gold. He actually is going to go straight into the pipe here, opting to tank up even more.
Rolling boulder from Zep misses again, but there's the invest bomb, and this time Ohio's in trouble. Roar will come out, they have the magnetize, they get off the silence as well, and Ohio will get right click down. The exorcism will go from Mushi, doing a decent amount of damage to that aggressive. The Borslow comes through, he has no infest, he has the armlet toggle, needs to be careful, the Spirit Cypher coming out, the glimpse back onto aggressive, gets him back in there. They get the Grave off in time though, the open wounds will come through, they have the kinetic shield. There's the black hole, from the low ground, on to 3, Zep as well as NM1 are gonna get chewed down. 3 dead. Mushi gets a double kill. DJ, are you kidding me? From the low ground.
DJ, God, the crowd, he just goes insane as he hits the black hole of his life. And
likely could just give this one up. The vision advantage with the Hawk does help. But nope, they're ready. They've actually got a smoke. They can bypass the Hawk with this, but
there's no way they take this in time. Fnatic need to get out. Mushi is going to be stunned by the boulder smash. They're going to come through. Showit looking for a Ravage. Can't find it. Mushi pops the BKB early. Aggressive blinks in. Pops the Rage as well. Still has his BKB ready to go. They really want to contest this and take it down as quickly as possible. They get the refresher for Ohio. It's coming out. Double Roar is ready. Can they find a kill off of this? Maybe he's walking up with the Silver Edge. Ohio's going to get caught first. Ravage catches onto 2. Black Hole counter initiation. Static Storm on top. Aggressive is low. They get up to Static Storm. Showit pops the refresher. It's not enough. Maybe he's getting chewed through by mid 1. They get up the Roar. They'll lose 2. They'll lose 3. They buy back on the Tide. He's got another Ravage. They have no buyback on Maybe. What an initiation from DJ.
Secures another kill, and Tongfu is going to continue to push. They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook. Howl brought all the way back to the base. Cleaned up by the fountain, and waddles his way back to the front lines.
Well, like I said, it does waste time, but they kind of need it. I mean, they need to be able to just eliminate somebody from the fight, very similar to what Mu can do for Tongfu. So if he had been a little bit farther up, he would have been able to throw the hook, but the thing is there was a range creep in the way. There it is, yep.
Banana going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well. Aegis goes to Tongfu. And now charging back out. Dindy going to be spotted, and he gets, no, he doomed the Chen. That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him. He got him. Not going to follow it all the way because we got a battle to watch with Puppy. Trying to get away from it, going to be telekinesis back. And they will be able to get him as well. There you so a 1-for-1 trade. And wow, Hal is still alive down there. Engagement breakout as Kuro. Oh, there we go. The hook. Got him. Zhan Xing taking the long ride to Shanghai. Welcome home. Na'Vi is down. Can you say mega creeps? Na'Vi, he got him. One more. This is what you call one for the road.
Man, I can't.
in the game for IG. Who leads the way? I believe it should be Zoe. They're going to cut for the shorter path. They storm up the river. Patience from Zoe. Waiting in the wings. Navi's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The surge. He catches everyone. Oh, this could be a total disaster. Vacuum in. Ravage on everyone. The black hole as well. Light of heaven turns it around. Ravage as well. Stolen by Dendy. Are you kidding me? They turn it around. 4 heroes dead for
5
IG.
heroes dead. Chuan trying to survive. Chuan's gonna go down. Puppy talked about the Naga counter. It's light of heaven with his BKB. They turn it around. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Standing ovation from the crowd. The last tower will be going down.
Start the fight with that global and just try to blow up and get on top of that Zeus right away. Get into that backline. I mean, the Rubik and the Zeus are really starting to be quite an issue for them.
Chalice is in with the opener, straight in with the lasso. The tower will fall, but they'll drag back the Ember Spirit into the torrent, cut him down with the Tidebringer. He's dead, but on the side, they find Arme. Arme's dead for 60, still alive at the moment. And all the use, the dodge, Anna up into the end, dodging the Echo Slam. Somnus, he's trapped here in the Sprout. OG, they'll slowly punch down the Kuka. The stolen Vision Jerax sets up onto FY. OG.
But this PL will continue just to BT split push this game out, get more and more money. And that, for me, is still the biggest problem for Evil Geniuses. Where do you go with this? Fear needs to have that damage-dealing item. But in order to do so, he's got to drop either his TP scroll or sell the Ring of Aquila. And Samel, Blink, Dragon Tail stun. Garda's going to be here with the hookshot as well. They're going to bite Samel. The Colt's Burn bought them a little bit of extra time. And with Samel down and no buyback, Roshan is a very, very juicy target here for CDEC.
Yeah, EG are going to know they're going for it, though. First of all, it would be pretty obvious from the lane situation, but they also have a good ward around the river area to see. CDEC are moving in there now. I don't think EG are interested in contesting this 4-on-5, but maybe they can delay it long enough for it to be a 5-on-5 if they Ice Blast and Fissure properly. There is no hook shot.
They're all together. PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dodge! In from Universe! It's a disaster! CDEC! They're going to get wiped from the face of the earth, apart from aggressive. He'll jump out, but the Wombo combo perfectly hits from Evil Geniuses. And now they will take Roshan. Samel is back, they'll get the egg into the Immortal. OG right behind Arme. Gets a jump, finds the Pugner. Vision will not find a stun. Pugner with no buyback. OG, they were really playing with fire. The Hex down the Terrorblade. Spectral Haunt looking for the frontline attack, but that's why Somnus goes into the backline. The BKB, they're into the backline. Shaker, he's bouncing around. Hawk shot, she stuns on the way through. Is gone. No buybacks available. Have LGD done it? They're holding Anna. Hold him in place. Chalice will find the damage. F5 will die for it. No, really? Anna is actually running away, but it won't stop Arme from blinking up, looking for the tier 3 tower. 2 players left alive for OG. They're the big ones, however. Thompson and Anna on the defense duty. Fortification. It's delayed as much as they possibly can.
Be very, very patient and wait for those pickoffs that do allow you to go high ground. You never get to see into thinking, oh, we have nothing advantage. We could just do it even without these heroes, right?
And it makes it more important that when you do get the pickoffs, that you're actually doing something immediately and with great effect. Because otherwise you're not going to get towers, and you only have a few opportunities to do that.
Which is why I think TV looks
that we need to do immediately, and hopefully with great effect, is it is time to jump into game number 2. So we're going to throw it off to our analyst panel to actually figure out what we are going to see in this next draft.
Turn to pick.
Enchantress.
Radiant
Panel as we prepare ourselves for Game 2 of NiP versus Khan. I'm ODPixel, joined once again by the fabulous brains of T-Gov and Lizard. Excellent Game 1, lots of back and forth, lots of exciting picks to talk about. We're coming into the Game 2 draft. Anything from looking back at the Game 1 that you think we're going to see again, or you think we're going to see one of these teams make sure the opponent doesn't get?
We have seen 3 Medusas picked so far today already, out of 3 games, 100% pick rate. Maybe it's time to ban that out. And they haven't banned it out, and Vengeful has been picked up, so Venge, Medusa, they could just go for it.
They could, right? They could still have right now. Would you like that T, or
I think
too early?
I think you might get a little bit baited from it, just because we've seen the laning pressure that a Bloodseeker can provide. You pair that with like the Earth Threat that buys the Bloodseeker buys Veilstory, lots of magic damage, and again we saw how, like, if I put like the coach hat on for a second and I was in NiP's perspective, I'm happy that I eventually won that game, but realistically, our laning phase wasn't as great as we wanted it to go. And we had the comeback due to Khan's over-aggression, and then sure, NiP were the better, more disciplined team, but the fact that there was that window given to Khan, you can't have that happen to you. So I think NiP, they need to really be happy with their first win, but just take the draft slow and then...
And what does this change? They took a TB instead of a Medusa.
In terms of laning phase, I think it's the same issue where there's pressure from Bloodseeker. TB naturally isn't a hero that likes to play into damage, right?
And it seems like you've picked the TB when you've seen the Bloodseeker. And Bloodseekers, they've been going for this fail build. So this Bloodseeker already sort of warns you, we're going to get someone else that's doing some pretty heavy magical burst.
You're going to have a lot of armor versus him in the laning stage. The Blood Right is a problem, and if they do get on top of him, obviously it can be problematic, but I think the Vengeful plus Terrorblade is strong. You still can go for Medusa on Khan even, if you don't ban it out on NiP. But the problem is you are not playing only versus TB, you're playing versus TB and Venge. That extra range that he gets can actually be detrimental to a Medusa in this matchup. So overall, I like the way NiP is going with this. They give this Terrorblade not just utility from the Vengeful, but the save later on with that swap. But yeah, they revealed their core once again very early on. It's on Khan to counter it and find the right way of dealing with it. You can see that NiP have banned out that Zeus already, something the teams have been picking up versus the TB.
I think for NiP, you're looking now at what your laning setup is. Are they going to just kind of sacrifice the Terrorblade in laning phase, where level 1, level 2 you might be able to be a bit aggressive, but then eventually you might have to retreat to the jungle? If Era can pick up a Clockwork or one of these more tri-laney-esque heroes, then I think this Terrorblade lane should dumpster a Bloodseeker in theory, because sure, you're going to tank a Blood Right, but just the over-aggression will just completely remove the Bloodseeker from the lane. So we might be seeing Saberlight sacrifice in the off lane just to make sure Charlie can get over that laning phase dominance that Bloodseekers can have, and then they'll have a very strong game, because Bloodseeker could fall off.
And Bloodseeker as a concept right now, this hero, we're seeing it come back in, teams playing it pretty much exclusively on the off lane, right? Obviously in the past it used to be in other places. It is a different hero now though. Is there going to be any chance we ever see this hero tried out in a different role, or is it only playable in the off lane?
How can he answer? He didn't see any of core Bloodseekers right now.
Well, the answer would...
You don't know. How can I answer it?
No, please. No, it's fine. I was going to try and give a little cheeky...
Yeah, but I'm just trying to dodge all the BS, because I know where we can go with this. Like, yeah, you can try the Bloodseeker. It's possible, I guess, but we haven't really seen it. Even in pubs, I haven't really tried it. I have seen it a lot on the offlane. In the core position, it doesn't really feel as strong, because the nerfs that he got before just make him a worse core. With the buffs that he got, make him a better utility that buffs up that one single core. And when you're looking at these bans from NiP, they've banned out Zeus, which is amazing with Bloodseeker. Arc Warden isn't shabby at all as well. And one hero that's left remaining for Khan that they can think about is Drow Ranger, right? That deals with the Terror.
Oh yeah, Drow has been proven to be very strong. I just sort of across the board, and against the TB in particular.
Would be a very skirmishy lineup coming out from Khan, where for sure it's very scary if they can execute, but we saw in that game 1 they had the lead, they had the big kind of hold on that game, and then they somewhat threw it away. So I would be skeptical to see Khan go for more of a skirmishy lineup, because it just puts even more pressure on their kind of decision making, which is clearly what is lacking in the series compared to NiP.
And as the panel said, didn't have a lot of tower push last game. I mean, if you can't, you're trying to make sure you got something that's going to help you with a bit of the early objective taking.
Yeah, it's the way they opened up with this draft as well. You're pretty much picking the heroes that are strong in the meta picks, but you're locking yourself with these 2 picks that they don't check way too many boxes when you think about Dota as a strategical game.
Sure, like you're seeing TB Venger like damn, that's a strong trilogy, great opener, but Bloodseeker Engine is like, well, where are you going with this?
When you look at Venge and TB, you see a save, you see a stun, you see utility from the Vengeful, which opens up heroes such as Mirana as well. You see that wave of terror that opens up the possibility for Roche. And then you see TB, that's your objective taking, right? Like you see a bunch of these things. When you see Enchantress and Bloodseeker, you're like, Enchantress is good in lanes and Bloodseeker buffs people. You know?
The way that I see this, though, it's like, Khan realized that they did outplay NiP in that first 10-minute window, right? And if they can double down on that and have even better heroes to pressure the laning phase, they might give themselves like that extra 5k cushion. So if they do make that mistake going into that kind of those mid fights, it's not as if the game's already back in NiP's favor like we saw in that first game.
We had this discussion earlier, not on the panel, but in the green room, in which, like, what kind of a person are you? Are you the person that likes to excel at your strong parts, or do you want to be more well-rounded? Do you want to
do you want to be
any weak points?
Do you want to be the Toad, or do you want to be the Luigi?
Exactly. And I don't know if Khan necessarily are going to excel any further than that last game. I think that's the peak of winning your laning stage. That Storm was dominating every single lane. He was beyond godlike. It's difficult to even repeat that kind of a performance versus any team that's like NiP. They just fell from Immortal Division. These aren't your random stacks that will allow you to win the laning stage as convincingly twice in a row.
Nice, from what I mentioned about the Terrorblade, they pick up this Earthshaker Mirana combo. I'm expecting Mirana to be the offlane. They could easily put it mid potentially, but it's the fact that you have this offlane that can solo. Shaker can naturally secure your offlane, which means he can then instantly go and help out this Terrorblade lane if needed. So I like how they've already had the idea about, we can't just simply 2-1-2 this game because our Terrorblade won't like playing into Bloodseeker and Windrunner.
I like the Ember pick. This is another hero. It was in the back of my mind. Windranger kind of threw me off, but Ember is just one of those that deals with the TB. And we mentioned the Drow before. Drow is really good versus TB overall, but if you're afraid of going for that lineup that would, with that Drow, literally have 0 teamfight, you can get something more teamfight oriented on position 1 and rely that this Ember will be the way to deal with the Terrorblade eventually.
Yeah, I mean, on top of the Windranger comboing very nicely with the Bloodseeker, the playmaking and the way they're going to be able to run at this TB does look pretty ferocious. While Blood Rage on the Ember, having that spell amp on, there's already incredible amount of magical damage at the 15-minute mark.
That Storm was just banned, right?
Storm was just banned.
After seeing Ember, they banned out the Storm.
It's because I'm looking at Khan's 4 heroes right now, and I'm seeing 2 side lanes that are so aggressive and should instantly win their lanes.
Oh, so you think this Ember's going to be in the side?
I would expect so, because they don't have last pick.
Yeah.
So they can, of course, pick another 1-2 here that can flex between the two of them, but I'm just seeing Ember and Enchantress in lane against a Mirana Shaker. Shaker doesn't really provide anything to the lane other than equilibrium, making sure the creep wave's back at your tower. But if you have this constant pressure coming out, if whatever this offlaner will be it Mirana, whatever last pick, it's not going to have that much fun of a time. So if I'm seeing right now 2 side lanes going really well, there's a lot of pressure on Supreme to have a good game. And we saw in that first game, didn't really have a good start to the game. And if Khan's mid laner can outplay again, then I'm potentially seeing 3 lanes on paper maybe going to Khan, unless this last pick is like big for
Because could you also go with the route of having these 4 heroes running around making the players Ember mid, and you get something like the Spectre as the last pick? You just ban the Vipers, so it could have opened up for
100%. Yeah, that could also be a thing where they just put the Ember mid as well and just go for a win condition.
Yeah, it's also an option.
Yeah.
Keep in mind though that NiP is extremely versatile with Shaker and the Mirana, so they can round this draft up any way they want to, either by a support, mid laner or off laner. Most likely not support, but
I think the main thing here is Khan are realizing that their best window to win these games is the first 25-30 minutes.
And just after feeling how far ahead they were able to get.
Exactly, yeah. And for NiP, they know that they're the more experienced team. There's a spectre. Oh, dear God. And this is where NiP just know that they will be able to play the later portion of the game. Their understanding of the bigger picture is much better than Khan's.
It does look good, right? The Spectre. You get a few items, and as the game goes on, Mirana, Ven, Shaker, they're not going to be hurting this Spectre. Right? You're not blowing him up. You're only relying on sort of TB to hit in. And they, as we saw in that last one, taking the Vipers away as well, that just removes one of the biggest problems for a Spectre in the game.
Yeah, it's all about that pressure in this offlane. When you have this Shaker, it's a non-pressure offlaner, where if you have maybe like the Venom answer or something, you can argue maybe, but I'm not seeing...
If their last pick is mid, and you have Shaker and Mirana on the offlane, that lane can go well for the Shaker and Mirana. Shaker naturally does just sustain your lane.
With the Ench,
even with the Ench, if you do it well enough, but I can see your point.
Okay, thank you. Oh, and then they go for the mid Invoker. So Invoker, naturally out of all the heroes, is one of the best as the anti-aggression with the Quaswex.
Yeah, the Quaswex is going to be really nice against this Ember, Wind Ranger, Bloodseeker running.
Very strong, very strong. And I think NiP, they realise that they can't win the early fights, but their scaling point will be extremely scary. I just think that the Spectre, like you mentioned, Owen, is very, very strong, and it pretty much negates 3 of the heroes on NiP's draft.
There's a lot of aggression coming from Khan, but you are playing into a Shaker, and you might reach that point in which you're just hitting the wall and he's breaking apart your fight, especially if he gets a decent timing on that Blink Dagger. But once again, like same in the first game, the odds don't reflect that, because NiP is a bigger organization.
Yeah, they are still favourite team.
Yeah, they're the favourite team.
It did change a little bit after that game one, I think, reflecting at least the potential that we did see from Khan.
But I still like Khan's draft, and I like the way it's rounded up. They look very aggressive. This Wind Ranger, might throw you off a little bit, but it is a Wind Ranger plus Bloodseeker. That's Shackles into Bloodright, which can be very deadly to any one of these heroes.
Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be a case of how well NiP can match the fast plays that Khan's doing, and at the same time slow down the Spectre, right?
No, exactly that. I like Khan's draft. Again, second game in a row. My fear is just the execution, and I think NiP they just have that a little bit more dialed in. So if we see Khan take that early lead, maybe they can do it again, have a good chaotic game, but it's just the factor of the macro, the big picture gameplay, and NiP just feel a little bit more superior just because of the big mistakes Khan made in that first game.
Would you sort of agree, Liz? Do you think NiP are a bit of
when I look at these drafts, I think they might even have a better shot than in that first match. Storm had a free lane in that first match. This might be a little bit more difficult for Emperor, but overall, I think that if they're as aggressive, they have this Spectre that eventually can win this game if they do not make as many mistakes.
Well, all right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We may just see just as close of a game as we did in game one, and maybe one that's going to go the whole way again with the 2 late game carries, Spectre and Terrorblade coming out in this one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself ready for game 2 of Khan versus NiP.
Thank you so much, Rap God. We are here again, Lacoste and Siraxis Slice for game 2 in the series. Costi, what are you thinking about that draft?
Which one? The one with the Wind Ranger?
Either one. Just interested.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Bloodseeker and Wind Ranger when paired up together in the laning side. I think that's in a super aggressive lane that you can get so much out of it. And on the other side, you have TB as a late game carry. I just want to see what they're gonna be putting their lanes at. Mid Invoker as expected, and the bottom is just gonna be Earthshaker and Mirana, so nothing unordinary here.
Yep, truly nothing unordinary. The last elimination game for a team, everything on the line, and it's time to pick Wind Ranger. As we see, Khan one step behind. They've got to win this, and they will be stunned up on their Spectre. Stun into arrow, completely genius move trying to go get that first blood. They won't be able to move back though on that Spectre, hiding behind that tower. And yeah, let's talk about the lanes a little bit, my friend. You're up against the Ember as Invoker. You probably win that one, right?
Yes, you do, but you know, it's hard to judge just by the heroes here, since this is a
what
Dota.
The heck? These guys are blocking the other guy's thing. That's incredible. Have you ever seen that in your entire career?
Yes, I did. And, you know, these are two teams that we've seen in the previous game where there's going to be a lot more mistakes than what we usually see. So some of those mistakes are going to get punished. Naive does not have any region left. He ate a one shared tango, has a ring. Farming underneath the tower, he got all 4 CS. I don't think you're getting much out of this lane.
No.
Like, you just secured Spectre 4 CS. The lane's going to push in.
I'm sorry, can we talk about top lane here? Windranger has completely gotten this guy out of the lane, any experience. As you said, such a powerful lane with Bloodseeker and Windranger. The Earthshaker's hiding under his tower at 57 seconds, the cost.
Yeah, now they're swapping the lane. Spectre got the free last hits on the bottom. This is the scale build. You get Shackle on Windranger. If they get him, ooh, it could have been pretty big. Now they're swapping the lanes once again.
Jesus, there's some musical chairs. Like another TP down at the bottom lane. This is all over the place. Another full lane swap with Bloodseeker and Windranger now going bottom to put pressure on that Earthshaker. They just followed him up. They're not letting him go, Lacoste.
At one point, you have to stop. You know, having a Spectre on the top lane, eventually you need to swap the lane. You can't just be there. This could be a first blood. One more hit will do the trick.
And there you go. The Enchantress taken out. All that musical pairs, and somebody has to lose, as Enchantress will fall first. But the problem that we have seen from people that have not been able to execute this combo is transition from laning stage into mid and late game. Do you think that they have a chance of winning this one on the late game Lacoste? It was a Spectre versus a Terrorblade, despite having a level advantage out from Khan from this combo.
I mean, it's a TB with Twinge, so there is one save there who's gonna have... They have a lot of distant spells. You have Fisher, you have EMP, Tornado. It's easy to set things up for them, you know, but still I would favor Spectre. You need to be careful about that Sunder, but there's also Bloodseeker controlling the team fight with the Blood Rage.
Yeah.
I don't think it's called Blood Rage. Well, what's the name of the spell?
Oh, the Bloodseeker spell, yeah.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, the second spell.
Blood Right.
Blood Right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Thank you. You're right. Yeah. Anyway, now that our musical chairs are over, looks like these are some solid lanes here. Gonna try to put some damage onto this Venge, but it could go either way. Spectre design, no Spectral Dagger here. Mid going as, not really as we predicted, 18 last hits for your Ember Spirit versus the 10 coming out from Invoker, almost double now. That's surprising.
As expected.
Oh.
Ember Spirit getting on top of him. I mean, Invoker, I did not see his starting item build, but you want to get as much damage as possible early on. Get 1 or 2 nullies.
Mm-hmm.
And in the previous game, he also struggled Supreme against Mio. Mio was godlike in the previous game on Storm Spirit against Doom, just completely dumpstered the lane.
He truly was, and you know, Ember is a hero that can transition into like this super crazy team fighty damage dude if he gets far enough. Storm very great against those one targets unless he gets an Agnum Scepter.
Right now, Khan is in a very bad spot. If Charlie can just keep denying, Spectre cannot get close, and that's the reason why she instantly TPs to the bottom lane.
Mm-hmm. Enchantress pretend, yep, we're gonna get caught out again. Mirana landing all of those arrows, and Ench having a pretty rough time here as we see Khan is on the back foot. Not looking too hot. This Terrorblade gets too much farm, not gonna look good, and it's something that we see a lot from these teams as well. The Terrorblade start to get out of control. It's not like a Spectre quietly farming. Terrorblade will bring that out of control farm to you much earlier. As we see an arrow.
Almost hit DB.
Whew. His teammate nearly got him. As we see Bloodseeker now charging towards. Go, baby, go! And able to save his own life there. Woo! Barely.
They really needed that arrow to hit.
Yeah. Down the bottom lane. Nothing too of note. Gonna get that rune from NiP. Khan, Gilger, ya boy, not able to do much. Oh boy, this is not looking great for our Khan friends. NiP seems to be doing pretty well. Even all that, you know, work to make sure that no farm went on the Earthshaker. He's doing just fine.
He's fine. Yeah, Ember Spirit has a ton of farm at the moment. 36 and 7. Look at the denies. It's very surprising to see this huge amount of denies at this point of the game.
He hates them. Bottom lane.
Arrow connects.
There we go. Stun.
Fake
nothing.
arrow.
Yeah. It's, yeah. Looks like they're doing everything they can here. What's the item for Saberlight? Is he going straight into Ags? Does he get a blink?
Blink dagger.
Yeah.
I was part of the Lizards game when he played Earthshaker mid, fed a couple of times, bought Aghanim Scepter, and he was playing against Dark Willow. So root mechanic, he got stopped once, sold it, got a blink dagger, did nothing, and we lost the game. I've not seen anything similar in 15 years of playing Dota, I have to be honest.
That's why I bring it up, of course, Earthshaker.
You heard the story?
I did. Poor Lizard. Yeah, that was at home. Do try to get a blink before the Ags on the Earthshaker. In pretty much every situation. As we see. I gotta admit, though, does Ember really have the power to win this game single-handedly, though? He's doing very well. 42 last hits. But, I don't know. And meanwhile, bottom lane, Earthshaker taking some hits. Oh, if he was level 6, that would be...
He is 6, but low on mana.
Ooh. 10 mana short. Shame.
Yeah, you asked if Ember can solo win this game. I mean, it's his job to keep them busy until Naive comes online on Spectre.
The question is, will we get there? Invoker starting to get back up. Now the third highest net worth, right under the Terrorblade. And we'll see the Ember now start to farm some very needed stacks to keep him in his position of #1. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker running into the mid. Nothing really too big happens. A little bit of AMP action. He's going to sit back there with no man and just stare at him. Pops that wand. Look at that. And they're defending the mid.
They have extremely good tools of just defending their towers with Bloodright, with the power shot. No one's on the top lane, so a lot of XP is just being jungle creeps at the moment.
There we go. A enchanted Hellbear Smasher slowly walks towards the Earthshaker. Oh, just canceling out those. I'm pretty sure if you just walked away, you would have left already. Meanwhile, Windranger attempting to deny Roshan, my boy, does not want to touch that, and he lets her die. Bottom lane, little pressure on your boy Earthshaker, he's out. And that Hellbear Smasher will die a horrific death after serving his purpose. Enchantress cares not for him any longer. Sad.
Invoker will have a good game. Quasfex Invoker against Bloodseeker, against Windranger, and Ember Spirit just dispelling things. Looking good. He only needs to get 1 kill so that he gets an earn charge, then other kills are gonna get there easier.
Lacoste, if you had a in real life Helm of the Dominator and you could just dominate an animal, like it does whatever you say at any point, but it is on a timer.
You could just get a dog if you want to do that.
I agree. I mean, maybe in the Old West that would be useful, but it is 2020. There's no need to take over a goose to have it go bite somebody and then, you know, expire in 3 minutes. Not nice.
That sounds OP.
Alright. No, Echo Slam. Why? He's dead, okay?
I mean, they kill you 2 or 3 times. You want to use your spell, maybe you're angry, you know?
Absolutely. Nice
good arrow.
Coming out on the Spectre, who is the real target that you're after there. Spectre getting brought down. Gonna be able to run, but not for long. Incoming on your Bloodseeker. Picking up a kill and going straight for Invoker.
They have a sentry. They see him.
Trying to make his way out. He didn't know where it was, and he pops out of Invis. Only in time to die. Will this be a dive? This is what Bloodseeker so good at early game. Just going under your towers. Actually surprised they're gonna let her live. Interesting.
I had 1 impetus, that's it. Bloodright was on cooldown. He's maxing out Bloodright, which is a correct thing to do. You just want to have a longer duration silence, lower the cooldown. DB has been silently farming. You know, we did not see too much out of Charlie. Just hitting some creeps, got a kill, and an assist on the top lane. He's extremely high level, level 8.
That's a double stack, twice more than I've ever seen in one of my pub games. as we see this Terrorblade get some moolah. Ironwood Tree coming out. The Ironwood Tree. Powerful, very powerful. The birthplace.
Lore, please, yeah.
The Ironwood branch comes from the Ironwood Tree.
Who would have guessed?
That is the lore. They took time to write that into the Dota client. Interesting. There's a goddamn monkey courier
What's the
again.
description on a branch right now? Wearing one of those will ensure a good game or good luck or
Yeah, something like that. Okay, Invoker trying to catch out of that Spectre yet again. Spectre got a lot of allies there, but a lot of stuns. Very low HP as the teams get ready. Where's Mirana? What are you doing? Throw an arrow. Could it hit Mio? Dios Mio himself? No, don't even try the arrow. Very sad. Meanwhile, where the hell is Terrorblade? Is he just farming to his life's content in the triangle, completely unimpeded?
He already used the meta and will not be joining any team fights at all. Now they're pressuring the tower. Right now, Khan's lineup is extremely strong. Like, once Ember starts putting some skill points into chains, the setup is extremely good.
Yes.
Power shot, blood right.
Trick is, will he ever get there? Lacoste.
We're talking about Ember Spirit. I mean, this game's just not gonna end. Why are you being so negative towards a Windranger?
Will he ever get that next level to put points in chains? That is the question. Here's the lore, +6 attributes. Thank you for writing that. Thank you so much. Great lore. Our observer furiously goes over it again. Hands shaking with rage. Whoa. So, Lacoste, my friend, what will we do if Khan is no more? What will happen to us?
Khan definitely a team, you know, that surprised me how well they were playing. And especially in the last game, that was the most entertaining Dota I watched in the last 30 days, and I watched it every day.
Yes, I will miss them. It is bad when they pick Windranger, but we will see if they have the strength to continue. And NiP gonna get gone on here. Nice ultimate from the blood on a great target. Does he miss that? Does he actually does? Here comes the Shackle landing on nothing. And now the turnaround. No Shackle, no problem. Earthshaker not able to use his ultimate and on the back line. Ooh, Sunstrike!
What a player. Gilger shares the Sunstrike damage with him. They were just holding the hands like the real bros.
Who this guy? What is this?
They can't see him.
Oh my goodness gracious, the Shadow Amulet. Incredible for the few seconds of his life until it was ripped away from him. And here we go.
The light from the Starstorm reveals him.
It does?
It's not.
Oh, okay. That was worse than I thought. It's just a metaphor. A grand metaphor. Yeah, since we got some downtime here, Lacoste, what if you weren't doing esports? What would you be doing? What was the?
Probably working in pharmacy. You know, that's what I've been doing. Almost 10 years, while still playing Dota.
If I got super sick, could you find the plants needed to save my life?
I don't think so.
Okay. Arrow on to that.
You know, shout out to those first people who actually, you know, tried out stuff for us. Oh, yes. Look at this plant. Let's test it out. Let's try to cook it. Let's try to dry it out, then cook it, or just eat it raw. See how it goes.
We went through a lot of them. Shout out to the early pharmacists who made medicine what it is. And coming on the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker gonna get hit a few times with a nice tornado. No hope of making it out of here alive. But we'll
what a shackle.
Wow, look at the power. Did you see that shackle shot? It shackled 2 people, followed by an incredible power shot, doing absolutely nothing. Incredible, incredible. Clip it. Let's see that shackle shot clipped, everyone.
I do not like the putting 1 point in Windranger ulti when you're playing this position 4. It's much better to just max out the shackle and power shot. You're not getting too much value out of that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're hitting with your 8 damage 100 times, but we'll see what happens. No big deal. as the teams get ready again. Now, NiP, they're doing literally, Terrorblade has not left the triangle in, I would say, 8 minutes.
He doesn't need,
yes.
Like, that's his job, just hit the creeps.
It is definitely the job of Khan to stop this from happening, though, and they seem to be getting into that ever so easy to fall into complacency of just doing some fights, getting some kills, and then backing. That's not how you beat Terrorblade, boys. You got to get in there. And now even Earthshaker is taking stacks.
He's going Guardian Greaves, okay. First time I see it. I love players who try to think differently. I mean, he's playing against the Spectre, so he might be afraid that he's not gonna get the first jump, but eventually, as an Earthshaker, you need to have a mobility item. It's still better than what Lizard did on his Earthshaker.
Absolutely.
So.
I mean, bar none. Looks like they felt that smoker coming, or they had some vision on it. Not seeing any wards I could have given that. Oh, yeah, there might have been one right there up at the top. So, looks like that invisible has been found. They're got some misconceptions about where Khan is right now, as Khan does a smoke of their own. Now on the hunt, the line is drawn. Will they be able to get the God game shackle that they need in order to make this thing happen? They do find somebody out on the back line there. Ultimate coming out. It is the Earthshaker, not the best target in the world. Gonna be hitting him up. Should be an easy kill. Beautiful shackle into Arrow, getting that kill. But Venge looking to do something of her own. Dice double warding there. Safe, efficient. And they will walk out with a free pick-off, Lacoste.
Yes, they will. They're making Saberlight's life miserable. Like, I don't feel the influence of this Earthshaker at all. Like, there's a huge difference between Bloodseeker and Earthshaker in this game. Like, our Earthshaker's just gonna miss the timings.
But sometimes that doesn't really matter. Yet again, sorry to be a broken record, Terrorblade still unimpeded farm. I mean, I'll die 100 times on Earthshaker if I can make sure this happens. No big deal. I have done it before. Many times, in fact.
Without having a carry who free farms. Just died 100 times, that's it.
That's called space creation, my friend. Khan now, and you're looking at your net worth. Somehow, your Ember Spirit is able to stay on top. He is, however, spending most of his time with his team, killing people. Spectre, now falling behind on this Terrorblade, who is just farming. Do they have the answers for this in any way?
I mean, Spectre is gonna get close to her Radiance in another minute. Still good timing considering how the laning stage went. Valet, drop for Enchantress. I mean, you can give that to either your Bloodseeker or you give it to your Wind Ranger. Like, she's not dealing any right-click damage, but your position 5 Ench is, so you do not want to have reduced damage on those Impeti.
Sorry. The cat has been slain. Not going to be able to find any other pick, however. They're sticking around, though, as your boy Ember going in from the back line. Nice dust there to try to get out. Don't want to get the Venge first. Lead support Terrorblade is actually going to be here for this fight. Shackle and a swap coming out. Terrorblade now being a little afraid, but he sees his opportunity. Here comes the damage. The Metamorphosis is up and taking them down. They're going to be able to see him. Marana ult to try to get them escape, but there are a lot of detections everywhere.
He needs to run.
Run away! Oh, the shackle! Very nice shackle as Terrorblade turns around and starts to annihilate the entire team. They will back out here.
That's a dieback.
Oh, Saberlight, what's going on, buddy? Oh,
he's not having a game. And
Blink Dagger.
He's fallen behind Marana, position 4 Wind Ranger on the enemy team. Position 5 Enchantress at the moment has the same amount of farm.
Yeah. Gonna be able to get a pick off on the Bloodseeker, which is great, but they did put a ton of pressure on the Earthshaker. You know, they originally were tri-laning against the poor guy, and then they've moved down, so it is good to see that paying off here. If Earthshaker does get what he needs, he really is the big old team fight that they desperately need in this game. But we'll see if it's worth it. Radiance coming out 19 minutes and 55 seconds for your Spectre. Is that good, Lacoste?
It's decent considering how the early game was going.
Alright. Shackle up on your Marauder. She got plenty of leaps though. She'll get out of there. Meanwhile, on the back end, looking for something else.
And Gilgir, he finds best tier 1 item. I think he's just gonna keep that item. You have Iron with 3, so you can easily land the shackles. It's an item that also Timbersaw allows, so you can always use a Timber Chain.
Oh, I didn't think about that interaction. Perhaps you get an Aether Lens so you can put the tree even further back. Think about it, Lacoste.
I'm thinking about it.
Don't spend too much time.
No one did it so far. Maybe it's just dumb.
Absolutely not, Lacoste.
I'm afraid, sorry Slacks,
no, please.
that NiP is not going to be able to scale. You have TB as your late game insurance, but if you compare Invoker and Ember Spirit, like Ember Spirit is going for the damage items. He has Maelstrom, almost full BKB, a net to keep people in place.
Looking pretty scary there.
And I'm not going to even mention Earthshaker. Like, he does not have a game.
He does not exist yet. But all it takes is one bad initiation, one bad grouping up, and Earthshaker can easily come back. Kinda. The battle of the two invisible animal ladies. As
Dust on dust action.
Dust on dust action, what everybody wants to see. And Enchantress dies yet again. Meanwhile, Metamorphosis coming out, hitting Spectre Illusions here, looking for the real one. He's going to focus on that Bloodseeker instead. Bloodseeker, massive damage coming out from that Terrorblade. And there's Windranger. She throws in a single power shot and then runs away. Meanwhile, Echo Slam on top of the Spectre does get a great shackle on the Invoker in the back line, but they're going everything on the Spectre. Spectre is out. BKBs are popped. Windranger is alive, but the BKB man.
Well, TB, you know, he's going ham at the moment with the BKB SNY.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's thinking about going in.
Scary still.
And she's out.
Yeah, bye-bye. But hey, Spectre, they get an Invoker. Not the worst trade in the world. Double damage coming out on the Spirit. With his double crowbars. The most terrifying ancient weapon, the two-handed crowbar. Very frightening. Imagine a crowbar coming at you and hitting your katana and snapping it in half. Did you know the trident has no style?
What do you mean no style?
So like a katana, you go to school and you can learn the proper use to hold a katana, swipe a katana. None such exists for the trident. It is simply there to be wielded as you see fit.
Because no one even used that. Who used it? Poseidon?
Gladiators used it all the time.
Oh, you're correct, actually.
Yeah. So, I mean, I find it fascinating.
If you're a gladiator, you see like a bunch of weapons out there. Like, I don't think you're gonna go for that one.
The trident?
The trident, yeah.
It has 3 heads. Very powerful. A sword only has 1. A flail only has kind of 0. But a trident has 3 pointy heads. If you're going to eat food, would you pick a fork or a knife? One has more utility.
Good question. Depending if it's a butter fork, butter knife, whatever. Butter fork. What is that?
They have those in Croatia, the butter forks. Please pass me the butter fork.
Well, maybe we just invented something that has a lot of future and money coming to us. So Spectre gets the Aegis. A good shackle once again.
Wow, incredible. Look at that massive damage on Mirana. How could she possibly be still standing after that assault? When she will walk back. And a pause. Don't. What does that say? What does that say? Sorry, lags. It's okay. Says Charlie.
Everyone's being more friendly in game number 2.
That is true. I mean, the Storm Spirit not tilted this time. Can't blame him, though. 15-2 and loses a game. I'd be pissed.
So Enchantress is holding on to the Philosopher's Stone. I mean, I'm fine with that if you're putting it in the backpack during the fight.
Interesting. Does it... Alright, real dumb question here. Does it matter with her thingy?
You have a good point, Slacks. Maybe I'm just dumb.
No, I'm actually...
Well, now I don't know. Like, I'm not going to be one of those, analysts that say, yeah, if I remember correctly, last time I checked. No, you did not check anything. Stop lying. I really don't know the answer.
Yeah. Fog would definitely say, well, I don't know, in a last patch it didn't, but just not sure if it's been affected. I talked to my friend puppy, and he said it's
Yeah,
fine.
Papi just sent me a message, you know,
he said it's fine.
I can't believe you just said that. Let me correct you real quick.
And then BSJ says, oh, I've won 10 pubs in a row using only Enchantress Philosopher's Stone, let me tell you. Alright, here we go. Terribly pushing it on the bottom down. Boom! Shakalaka. Who the hell was that? Was that a Spectre? Truly a ghost. Meanwhile, check out these guys running towards the battle at a full speed. Spectre is taken out, as you would imagine. And here we go. BKB on the Ember. He's going to get out, and the rest of the team showing up
does
late.
not connect.
Go, Wind Ranger, go. Oh, wait, she's instantly dead.
No, that's gonna miss.
No, look at that. Oh, of course. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker. Oh, what was Spectre doing down there with an Aegis? That's not how you play Spectre. Spectre comes in last, not first.
I mean, they had the tower. I don't see the reason why Noah TP'd. She also had the ulti. I guess they just locked her down. I did not see because we were watching the rest of the con members approaching the team fights from the north.
I mean, it was kind of like an anime, right? When they like knock out one of the main characters and then you see the supporting cast like, Goku, no! And then you go back and he's already on the ground. I would imagine. I don't watch like garbage.
I was about to ask you that because on the morning panel, you went really ham on anime.
Yeah, we did.
No, not we did. You and Rich did. I watched Castlevania, man.
Is that an anime?
I believe it is.
I believe that's a video game. Great lore in that series as well. But
that one was awesome. Yeah. Usually I don't watch them, but this one was pretty damn good. So back to the game.
Sure.
Even game in terms of net worth, but you know, just watching the TB beat shit out of Spectre. Full dataless on him.
Wow.
That's just straight up damage.
There's the GG tree, as we've been expecting. The powerful Wind Ranger item, only a 7-second setup time, and she will shackle, double shackle there on the Terrorblade. Meanwhile, on this fight, we're seeing quite the opposite. BKB's being popped, and the rest of the team being gone on it. NiP in big trouble. Nice thunder coming out from Terrorblade. Double damage. Look at him. BKB slapping him down. Bye-bye, Bloodseeker. No escape as TB tends to take it. Here we go. Another shackle.
Another shackle.
Beautiful job there as TB has already used his Thunder, and they're going to be looking for more. 2 supporty boys left. Woo!
From
nice
downtown.
Shot from downtown. Well done, Gilger. Looking for more here. Not going to be able to get it.
They're very limited on the lockdown. Like, if Earthshaker does not get a jump on Ember Spirit can always just get in and out of the team fights.
Yo, hold up. There's an Earthshaker in this game? Holy shit. Oh, no.
You got me there.
That's not good. But yes, if they don't use that Earthshaker stuff, it is not going to happen. And can we take a look at this Earthshaker's items and see how close we are to him being relevant?
2,000. He has a Guardian Greaves. I mean, I can understand that. Removing the chains, removing the silence from the Bloodseeker, keeping his teammates alive. But the problem is, like, Invoker is not gonna scale with this item build. That's what I'm afraid of. But still, you know, you have Charlie on TB who's 5,000 gold ahead of a Spectre. Saberlight once again.
Well, a lot of pressure on this guy. He will tank that. He is ready to be murdered at any moment. Anybody? Oh, that's even more depressing. They didn't even think it was worth killing the man. Oh, my heart goes out to you, Saberlight. My heart really does. It's okay to be slain in battle, but they didn't even want him to go to Valhalla. That's not cool. Anywho, Charlie, firing away. Richer and richer. Got Satanic in the pocket. Looking to buy it. Somebody going shopping. Paladin sword coming out for your Bloodseeker. Not too shabby. And we'll see where this goes.
He needs to use Reflection whenever there's Spectre nearby, getting the Radiance effect on it, on the whole team.
Spider legs coming out on the old Spectre. Very frightening. Easy for her to get out. Another way for her to run. Very nice.
She's not keeping that item. There's Titan Sliver, so
yeah,
gonna keep that one instead. Craggy Coat. I mean, it's an okay item when you're playing against TB. Maybe give it to your Wind Ranger. She's not dealing any right-click damage. Could even get it on the Bloodseeker. I just feel like that's one of the worst tier 3 items and very situational.
The Crag?
The Craggy, yeah.
I love it. Slap a Craggy on an axe. Slap it on anybody. Spider Legs going out 2-0. Earthshaker, finally, a little bit of mobility. That's good. From Spiders.
It's like having a broken Blink dagger.
Yeah, it really is. Nerfed Blink. Who would have thought? Looks like a pick may be happening here. Nice initiation here by the Invoker, trying to pick off an arrow in the back. Misses everybody. Earthshaker able to stun. Stop the NiP. Here we go. Wind Ranger dies. 2 hits. Swap back. And the Enchantress falls as well. That is just NiP. If they can get on top of you, they can destroy you. It's all about that initiation. Luckily, though, not destroying the targets that they wanted to. Immediately going to smoke as I thought that they went back. And oh, Ember, it's a trick! He pops his BKB, gets swapped around.
That's 3 versus 5. What is Ember doing?
He's a big
He really
boy.
wants that Mirana.
I want you, Mirana! But he will actually get out of there. Nice remnant in the back. Made his way out. Spectre now taking over Terrorblade's job. As he free farmed before, she free farms now. Difference is, though, with Lacoste, she's farming lanes, not triangles. Guess where the money is?
Yeah, that's why she died 4 times.
Stuff. Still, though, miles ahead on this Terrorblade. Oh, boy. Go get him, Spectre. You can do it. I trust you. You've got this. Wow, nice. Dust and Shackle coming out from Wind Ranger with a fantastic blink. Invoker, dusted up.
NATO.
Putting it back, and surprisingly, despite that incredible initiation, incredible uses of skills, he walks away effortlessly. There's a scan. Yes, there they are, under the tower. But
where could they possibly be? I don't know.
There they are! But no, they will back up.
Scan them real good. 2 more scans and one of the players gonna disconnect.
I wish. What if there's a hero like that? If you scan people, it actually, kills them. But if they're in vision, it does 0 damage. Think about it. Not like an insta-kill.
I'm just glad that we have Ice Frog balancing Dota.
You know, you say that, but he steals ideas all the time from me. All the time. Lacoste. You're an old school Dota player. Did you ever say something to Ice Frog and then he implemented it? Yeah. You did?
I mean, it's not something that people know about, but, you know, sometimes I do say stuff.
Wow. Sorry to call you out like that. I was expecting a no. Incredible. Can you tell Ice Frog to release Treasure 3?
I don't think he's the guy who's in charge. He just loves the game.
He loves Treasure 3. Picking up on top of that Bloodseeker. The old combo, tornado into arrow, into stun, into literal, just endless hitting. This is extremely concerning when you have one guy tied down, your entire team is hitting him, and it takes you 30 seconds to kill him. Maybe someone but terribly get some damage, please. That's not what you want to reveal to the enemy team.
TB with Alacrity, full Satanic, level 20. I mean, they're just gonna go on the high ground.
Not a lot can save them here, my friend. Khan has the opportunity to turn around. They're gonna need Spectre to really do something.
Kidding. There's 1 dagger, and they're like, fail.
Run!
I mean, they do not want to take a fight here. I can really understand. You know, next Roche is respawning in 40 seconds. So if they lose that fight, they lose the Roche. So it's much better to just get the tier 2 tower on mid instead.
Look at that.
They even popped the glyph.
Yikerinos. Damage coming out so high from the Terrorblade. He doesn't even have meta up. This is just terrifying. Shackle up. Misses.
Casually uses Satanic to keep himself on full HP.
Yeah, that's
We can see Gilger drawing on a minimap. They want to backstab.
Go, boys, go. The hunt. They think they're probably running the Roshan.
I believe so.
Okay.
But look at the positioning from NiP. They know they're just holding the high ground.
Checks out Roche. Arrow does reveal position. They will be able to find the invoke. Joker gonna try to get that silence up. BKB makes sure that that Blood Right does nothing, and the battle is upon us. Terrorblade clicking, clicking, clicking. Actually swaps somebody with hardly any HP, but then he will be able to Satanic. There we go on the back end. Earthshaker with an Echo Slam, and yet not a lot of deaths here. NiP losing most of those deaths, in fact, as we see the turnaround. Here's Spectre. Double down. Oh my goodness gracious. Spectre is out of there. Nice arrow though. Terrorblade taken out. What do you know? The Shackle did it. Here comes the Spider going on that uphill. The rest of the bomb back boys, though, they're going to go right on top of that Wind Ranger trying to take her out, and she will barely get away. Another fantastic Shackle onto those creep camps. Here we go, chasing the bench, taking them out. Bing, bang, another incredible Shackle. Literally everyone died from a Shackle in that fight.
Gilger, he dodges it. Even tips him. Okay. This is a big team fight. I believe he used Sunder on Invoker to try to keep him alive and then try to use Satanic to get himself to full HP, but you're in no position to use Sunder to actually keep your teammates alive. You want to use it when you're low HP on Spectre, try to swap it, and that's pretty much it. You need to take care of yourself. We can see the replay here.
Yep, there it is.
There it is, looking very hot.
Yeah. We got a new intern from 1997. So he makes those, he takes them with his phone and then puts Drowning Pool over them. You can see those on WePlay 5. Let those bodies hit the floor. As we now goes to see Mio. Dios Mio! He has found himself a Earthshaker. Earthshaker gonna use those ever so powerful spider legs. Get out of there. And what do you know? NiP making some mistakes. Or is it mostly... Oh, there he is! Misha! That's the camera that Misha has given us. He is showing us his screen. Is Misha a bot? I do not know. No, that was a human hand. Incredible. Thank you, Misha, for that great camera.
There you have so many zoning spells. Like, look at Bloodseeker. This plus Veil plus Power Shot, amplifying the magical damage. It's insanely strong. He's the one who's actually keeping the cheese at the moment.
That's right.
Not sure he actually needs it. He's super tanky. He's sitting at 50 armor, if I saw that correctly. 50 plus. Okay. The Craggy coat on him, that's why.
Craggy. The Craggers. It will do it. Craggle Rock. There it is. Monkey King Bar coming out on your Wind Ranger. Gonna be doing even more damage as we see Spectre's game really coming to a head. But it could go either way, the Terrorblade game, you know? Terrorblade on the back end, being able to hit people, could be anyone's game still, in my personal opinion. Not that I'm good at this, you know? What do you think, Lucas?
I think Khan is in full control of this game, even though if they, you know, make a mistake or two, they still have a much better late game. Spell Prism on your Ember Spirit. That's a good one.
Yeah,
great stats.
But show the win percentage, though. I mean, as you can see, it's hardly even 70%. Uh-oh. You can take that off now. Thank you. Don't let it continue to go up.
Full damage build on TB. He needs something to pierce through evasion against the Radiance, against that Vindrun. He has no buyback. That's the only issue here.
Again, I mean, we're seeing this from teams where they'll pick up the Terrorblade, but not have that guy in the front. Earthshaker has had such a brutal game. He's not really going to be a frontline for more than half a second. So who's taking the focus in these fights? You can't lose Invoker. You can't lose... you could lose Venge, but she dies really quick. This guy needs somebody to take these shots for him.
Khan's lineup will just much better in the late game. You have Spectre, you have Vindranger, who has MKB, so your position 4 is doing so much damage. You have Bloodseeker building pure utility items, but wants to mess up with the build that you're going for, getting Heaven's Halberd and Ember Spirit. Man, he's insanely farmed.
Pretty big boy, almost as much as Spectre, who has done literally nothing but farm and run her entire life.
Spell Prism plus Arcane Rune.
And to see something messed up here. Oh, that's the target that they want to swap back into the entire team. But he swaps him away from the Terrorblade for just a little bit. Terrorblade is able to pick up that kill, though. Incoming BKB. Oh, my God. The damage from this guy with Alacrity. He is just melting this entire team. Picked off that Spectre in the right time, in the right place, and everything goes their way.
What just happened? I mean, DB, Daedalus, and MKB, they ran into them. Spectre did not even use ulti, so they had no vision.
Oh, man.
They're fighting under no vision. There's 2 Dire Observer Wards, 2 sentries down.
Not great, not great. That Spectre was in the middle of nowhere and ran into the entire team. Look at that damage. That was super unfortunate. And that, nobody even has buyback. Is that game? Could it be? I mean, the damage.
They have 40 seconds.
I mean,
he's going through backdoor.
Lucky that they don't have Metamorphosis going through backdoor. If he did have meta, this would very be close to game ending. However,
I just don't feel that game was throwable. I feel they're in control of the game.
Well,
TB is massive, don't get me wrong, but they still should be able to control the rest and deal with TB later on. You can't just go and blast him from 100 to 0. You don't have the heroes. And he has Illusion Escape, nice one. I think he benefits so much from the item, and the Spectre is the one who benefits the most.
Alright, gotta try to slow this guy down here. He's probably gonna be able to take this full lane of the racks.
I think Khan is just asking themselves what just happened. Like, we lost 1 fight, we lost 2 sets of barracks, and now they're in control of the game.
Oh, Spectre using an ult to try to get something out of here. We do see a Shackle go off on the Invoker. Not too sure. What is that creep doing there? What is that evil creep doing so far out of his camp to try to attempt to kill Invoker? Invoker is making his way out, however. Ember Spear trying to catch, but Invoker is ghost sprinting.
Let's see the Shackle.
What? Even Ice Frog, in his ability to try to get Wind Ranger to cheat, is not able to allow that hero to be competent.
But we gotta give him credit for that. That was some insane Shackle.
That was a very, very good cheating, but you lose anyway. No, I'm just kidding, Con. Excellent attempt there. Yeah, Magic Lane coming out here too. Not bad. Hello? Genie on route. Genie on the ground. No one? Okay. Well, Courier will get it. Well, the cost. That is a Aghanim Scepter. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not something we see very often.
What kind of horrible caster wouldn't know what that does? Can we hover over that real quick and a little reminder of that one?
Oh, the big Echo Slam.
On that, oh, Spectre, what are you doing out there again? Naive, force-staffed out. Thank goodness for our friend Enchantress getting that Spectre out, and Enchantress probably going to have to pay with her life for that. Arrow not being used on that inch. We're just going to use meta on the back line. And now Terrorblade with the Alacrity, with the pain, backdooring that tower. This is looking bad. You have got to buy back on your Enchantress, and you've got to see what you can do. So here we go.
That's the fear duration. You have DB's just going ham.
Whew. Not too much that you can do to stop that from happening. Your bot back Wind Ranger trying to get out of there. BKB popped on your Invoker looking for his own pick. BKB expiration has happened, but he will be walking away. The team knows that meta's almost done. Time to maybe get the hell out of there. Metamorphosis is now down. And first hit bash on that, but here comes the Alacrity. Why need meta when you got Invoker? And the boys, nice Shackle coming out. Swap, though, to get that Terrorblade out of there and the Marana. Another great Shackle into, this time, the big old Silence. Could they be turning it around on NiP? Looks like so. Earthshaker managing to stun 3 heroes during this chase, and they are going to go for the Invoker. Invoker is dead, trying to find somebody else. Marana invisible, no detection, throws an arrow. Terrorblade.
Where's the back?
Try to be killed.
They don't see him. They lost the vision.
There are the wards.
Next Roche is going to respawn in 40 seconds, so that's the 3rd one, if I'm counting correctly.
I think so.
Cheese Aegis +1. This game could still go both ways. We've seen, like, the execution is not perfect, back and forth. It's very hard to, try to understand what the teams are going to do in terms of Yeah, let's just throw. We saw some of the throwing chronospheres in game number 1. Oh, Dispersion. Spectre hit level 25, so she's gonna be much harder to kill. And no one's building any kind of a break.
No.
Nope.
No brakes on this train, my friend. Must say, if you thought game 1 was exciting, get ready for game 2. I predict this one to be twice as long. Here we go. Look at Mio. Look at what he is doing. What is he doing? Look at him. There he goes. Very nice push on the creeps.
Meta is back up. That's almost a 4-second fear with the Aghanim Scepter in all directions.
44-minute blade mail coming out on the Spectre here.
I mean, he bought Mask of Madness as a 6th item in the previous game. I'm really not surprised.
Yes. Maybe he's Benjamin Button. He's buying them backwards. Go ahead and initiate onto that Earthshaker. Earthshaker so important in the fights. He has got to get back in there with an insta buyback. Terrorblade, BKB hitting him up. All that damage. And look at him go. Look at the range.
Look at the range.
Woo! Spectre out yet again. This Enchantress just has to keep killing herself to save her teammates. Wind Ranger running away on the back end. Terrorblade did have to use meta. Looking for that roach. There's that hideous monkey. That demon monkey. Still in that pit. They see him doing it.
Like Spectre wants to go in.
Oh.
Scouting things out with the monkey. They might steal an item.
Look out, monkey!
Sunstrike the monkey.
Okay, here we go. We have a snatch from the Spectre. Spectre snatching that Aegis, going in. She's got the blade mail. We don't have meta. The swap comes out. The Terrorblade doing as much damage as he can, but he's being kept in control here for a little bit. Spectre now pops that Aegis, looking for more kills. Oh, that cold snap's going to be a real big deal. Pops that BKB, and Spectre is just caught out with an instant bash from Terrorblade. The dispersion, the damage, the pain. You thought Khan was out of this game, but Khan don't know how to give up. Khan may survive. You stay calm.
They stay calm, and Spectre goes in, uses that neutral item tier 4. Yes, that one. Havoc Hammer pushes them out and steals the Aegis. That was such a sick play.
Absolutely. Diving now, trying to get everything that they can. Wind Ranger dies in the back line just from the hatred of the universe, and we will see us turn around here. I told you. These two teams don't give up.
They never do.
They never do.
This is such an entertaining Dota. You know, back and forth. One team's winning at the moment. Then a minute after, the other team just feels in full control of the game. Mio.
Uh-oh, Mio gets his... Does the Hunter become the hunted? Could it be? EMP? Down on the arrow? Mio, deal,
that
heal.
5-second arrow.
Bye-bye. Holy woly, who would have thought that would happen? The Apex Predator turned into the opposite. I can feel the insanity coming back, Lacoste. I need your help. Give me the hand signals if it gets too crazy.
What is the opposite of Apex?
Apex. These pecs.
Visibility.
I'm so sorry, everyone. Dota Capitalists will be replacing me.
I don't know, just read it backwards.
Huh? Zekpa.
Zekpa.
Sounds like what my cab driver screamed at me when I took too long to get in.
He said Zeppa.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Sounds legit. I don't know. Production, what does it mean?
Production just started playing a loud white noise sound. Okay, great. Fantastic. As we see this game start to even out, less than 1K net worth on Team NiP. They proved themselves in the last comeback. Will they do it again? Khan has everything that they need. Blade Mail, Dispersions, Spectres, also 4 other heroes. But will it be enough? Soon we will find out.
I see Aghanim Scepter queued up on Marana. Not sure that's the item you want to go for. I mean, you have Timeless Relic, so more damage coming out from your spells.
Beautiful. Made the tips as well. Going out on that Earthshaker. Earthshaker, if you did forget, I believe bought back in that last fight to turn it around. Without him, that's a pretty big advantage.
Well, maybe if Marana gets like Ags, they used Blood Rage on her, plus Veil, plus Timeless Relic. She one-shots the whole team.
Yeah, maybe. You know, the classic Marana 50-minute Ags coming out here to compete with the 45-minute Blade Mail. insanity. Just the kind I like. Smoke up in that bottom. Hunting for that Ember Spirit. Out of position yet again.
They have Hex, so he can initiate with it in arrow. What did he try to do? Just Hex him.
Oh, got greedy. I believe he alacritied himself, or he silenced him. What happened there? It was a good pick, NiP. Oh no, that's a shame. I'm sure it's fine though. No big deal, as they will have another chance. Both teams taking it very cautious, very slow. And the Earthshaker, however, that advantage that they have is gone. Everybody's ults are up. Mirana using her ult soon as well. It has returned.
TB also popped the meta for that fight. I mean, there was no fight, but for that.
It was there. I mean, they saw a guy. Remember when that happened? Got excited. If I give you any life advice out there, guys, don't pop your meta too quick. And that is a metaphor for many things in life. Wait for the right moment, because you can't meta all the time.
Yeah, TB popped metaphor. Earthshaker is so underfarmed this game. Just a Blink Dagger and Guardian Greaves sitting on 2,000 gold on top of that. That's a core Earthshaker, remember? It is the offlane one.
Yo, hold up. There's an Earthshaker in the game? What? I'm sorry, I can't. It's not funny yet, I say it every time. There he is, level 20 though. It's a big deal.
You know, but for the viewers that are just tuning in.
Yeah, the same joke the 5th time. I mean, some of them might have missed it. Just joining us now. And looking for some more kills. Now on the aggression is Mr. Crowbars. Will they be able to find somebody? No. Oh. Hunter, hunted, could it be? Dodging that. He's got a smoke. He's right out of range. Manages to see him, but it's a scary situation. Let's get out of here. This is my favorite part of the game.
When teams are doing nothing?
No, yes. When they're both so powerful, they must simply build it up. You know? You must simply wait. Everyone wants 25, everyone wants 30. They know the next fight could be the end.
Ooh, this is a big one if they can get 25 on Bloodseeker. Reducing the cooldown on the Blood Rate.
That is big. AoE silences mean a lot against this team. Here we go. Trying to nice double shackle. They get the terror. He's the main target. They want everything to go on him. BKBs are popped, and they're going to swap him out for Spectre. Spectre swapped out onto the front line. BKB popped by that Terrorblade, and now he's going to go all in.
There's the fear.
Here comes the pain. Here comes the death. And he will easily take these boys out. It's all about timing with this guy. You can't commit if he still has meta and BKB. It will just mean disaster.
This Aghanim Scepter on TV is actually doing the work.
Yeah?
Like, this is the first time I see it in the professional game.
But what does it do?
I'm not saying that it did not happen. It's an AoE fear that lasts for 4 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
3.75. I just like to round the numbers up.
Don't worry, Observer. You shouldn't have to look that up for me. An AoE fear. That's very good. All right. Terrorblade moving in, hitting towers.
Look at the range.
That is unbelievable. Spectre does have to buy back just to fight those illusions. They can't afford to lose that Rax there because they know that all their other lanes are open up as well. And this other Rax not getting healed up. So looks like this could be the free Roshan. Should it be there, which it is not for 30 more seconds.
Important thing for NiP is that their cores are having buyback. All 3 of those, if we consider Earthshaker a core. I've said the joke again.
I won't do it. But yes, he is. Don't look at his items, please. Oh, will we see the anger come out? Lag, sorry. Coming out from the Venge. Everyone, calm down. No need to take this into a whole nother place. Thank you, NiP, for putting on your cameras for us. We do appreciate getting a small window into your life.
And this is it.
Then this guy,
nice.
the dude,
with the thumbs up.
The thumbs up. He knows we're watching. Concerning. And yes, thank you. Not many teams are nice enough to give us their cameras. If you do appreciate NiP, make sure to go ahead and send them a message on their Twitters and say thank you for making our experience better. So rare in Dota. does someone work to make the experience better instead of just stealing from it? But not
very rare these days.
Very rare. And yes, we wait. 10K up, and NiP waiting for their shot for glory. Surprised they didn't get more after that tremendous team wipe that they did.
So Charlie decided to go for Refresher, has that, and a buyback. So SNY is in the backpack. I still feel like you should put SNY in and Power Treads out. Yeah, that's what he just did. So having a Refresher, you know, he can fear them for 375 times 2. That's almost 8 seconds.
Oh my god.
Half.
That's would be weird if that happened, but very entertaining.
They can stack the fear if somehow they manage to kill another Roche and give Aghanim Scepter to Venge. As the fear on swap. Charges.
What a way to go out in complete terror, I think they would call that. 2
Wave of terror.
Fear.
Terror Blade.
Terror Blade, Terror Wave, fear on both. I mean, clearly these two characters were made for each other.
Lore, please.
No.
Are they related in any way?
No. Not at all. Incoming BKB going out on your Vengeful Spirit, trying to get a nice swap there, swapping back and yet again. Meanwhile, on the other side, nice Echo Slam onto nobody.
They got him.
They got him. One dude down, insta buyback, but this is a big deal. Meta is gone. We do have BKB though, Refresher. Wind Ranger not even near the fight, instantly dies as they try to go on somebody else. Arrow on top of your Spectre, big deal. Here comes the Sunstrike, forced F out by your Enchantress, doing everything in its stand to keep it alive, but doesn't buyback. No Spectre, no Wind Ranger, no hope. Goodbye. Wrap it up. GG.
This might be the game. Roshan is up. They still have one more meta since he used the Refresher on TB.
Might be quite a generous thought there, Mr. Lacoste, as they start to dismantle these towers. Look at that carry shaker hitting it twice.
They're just going for tier 4s right now.
Screw it! They know they don't have buyback. If they did, they would have done it already. And here come the tier 4s.
Seems like he does not care too much about these blood rights.
It is now up to Wind Ranger. Alone. Buys back. All that farm. All that damage. Can she do it? Hits the TB. BKB. He's walking away on the back line. Ember Spirit. And that's your GG.
Man, what a game. What a series, actually. These two teams playing against each other. You know, there's a lot of stakes happening in the game, but very entertaining Dota. And I need to say, Charlie, he played one hell of a game, one hell of a series, actually. And his item build in the second game, I'd say single-handedly won them the game. It was pretty much a chart.